We are back for episode 57 of the Quarantine Cast on Beyond the Brick. I'm Joshua Hanlon. We've got Brian Luigi Salviano and Kirk McFly Wilson with us to talk about all of the latest LEGO news and happenings this week. So there have been a couple things announced that you might have heard about already. Most remarkably is what Brian is dressed up as today. I think this is the second appearance of that suit on this stream, isn't it?
It is, yes, for the Halloween stream that no one else dressed up for.
Yes! we let you down on that one.
I couldn't believe how deflated I was back in October. I'm a little deflated now that the batteries are out, so I'm just, just like that. You're just going to have to use your imagination. But he's here. There he is. Look at that. Oh, boy. Everybody. Hey. Yay.
He lights up green.
Isn't it great?
I don't know. You tell us. You're the only one that's gotten to try it.
Okay, so I have had this since May 28th for like a month.
Way to flex on us there, Brian.
A month. I had to keep silent for a month. I don't know how LEGO expects people to have these NDAs, man. This is ridiculous. Keeping all these secrets. But yes, I have had Luigi for quite some time, along with a few other people that were a part of the early review period. Where it was different from a typical review because you normally get the sets ahead of time, you assign the, whatever else. And with this, we also participated in a Lego Luigi or Mario inspired tournament, just like last year. So I, along with a few others, did that. And we have the results of that as well that we're going to go over, along with the entire wave of sets. So lots of exciting things have unfolded in the past week, and I'm very excited. So
I'm starting to notice that little smile coming over you. I feel like the results might have been better this time than what happened last year. When I took third place, I'd like to point out, just before we go any further.
Yes. So unfortunately, there's no video footage because no one slid into my email with a link and whatever. So we have no footage as of right this second, but there may be in the future. But in terms of who competed in the Mario Championship, it was me. They didn't allow Joshua because they realized it was collusion last time, having two representatives from Beyond the Brick. So it was just me and one other person that was in this tournament was the lovely April B. And I don't know if is she in the green room? Is she here? There she is. Hey.
Hi.
There's April. She's got the B Mario suit.
I do.
She's very
happy. It's a bee.
Yeah. That's part of the new lineup of sets. April was a part of it. And there were a lot of international. It was a worldwide tournament, ladies and gentlemen. And also a part of that, I don't know if he's in the green room, but Brick and Nick was a part of that as well. Hello, Nick. How are you?
Nick, you're looking a little down today. I
don't know. You're right. So before we get into the overall gist of the sets, we competed in the tournament. I really wish we had some footage to show you, but we had our courses. I did wear the inflatable Luigi suit. It was inflated. It was magnificent, and it received some compliments from the entirety of the room, I think. But see, I had the suit. I did a little backdrop for the airship, but April had her kid. So I was like, oh,
well, that's just cheating.
That's cheating, right? And I'm like, okay, I can't beat out a child, right? I can't. Well, I can, but I can't. So she brought her kid. Nick, unfortunately, didn't have anybody with him. Sunita must have been like, I'm not doing this nerdy thing with you. No, absolutely not.
I'm not going to let you use me to win Mario points.
Right, exactly. So Nick came up with a creative course. The results of which have come in first, second, and third. So in third place, April, I forget who got third place.
It was the RLFM from Hispabrick magazine. Jetro.
Okay, so Jetro
Mhm.
got third place. Second place this year around was the one and only April B.
Oh, congratulations.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, in first place, you might think it's Mr. Brick and Nick down there. Oh, no. No. It was indeed your...
No, guys, sorry. Bye.
There's Nick. It was your boy, Brian Saviano, Bricks O'Brien, Luigi Suit O'Brien, claiming the first place crown. I kicked Nick's ass, baby. Yeah.
Please, someone kick this guy off the stream.
Wow.
Yeah, family friendly. This is not family friendly, Brian. What is wrong with you?
That's how I dance at the clubs, baby. Ooh.
Oh, boy.
How you feeling, Nikki? How you feeling, bro?
Wow.
Toxic.
You did an amazing job. I made one big mistake. I did not practice at all in the slightest. Where I used to score coins and stuff. And then I will say I was frankly very annoyed. I after doing my own run with both Mario and Luigi together and realizing you get an extra 30 seconds from that, and then you have the 30-second time block, you can actually fill the 2 minutes they gave you. I went in with a solo character. 60 plus 30 only gives you 90 seconds to rack up coins. And I don't think the 2 times multiplier does enough to make up for that time loss. So I was a little annoyed at that, but.
So, okay, we don't have the actual score either. So, like, I was, when the scores were coming out, I'm like, I don't know if I won for sure. Because the way it's weird, like last time, how they calculated it, they were like, you know, a times multiplier, but then.
Oh, yeah, where they really mess with the numbers at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for story, everyone in the room had this like story that was like, you have the pipe here and then the block and then the thing, but they didn't craft a narrative like I did last time, right? So I crafted a narrative the second time about Mr. Fuzzy Pants, where I took the fuzzy with the captain's hat and he was wearing the B Mario shorts because Captain Fuzzy, it's the name of the character, Pants, is running the whole shindig here. And so by me having my award-winning storyboard abilities on display, swept the tournament. So that goes to show you, anytime Lego has a thing, they love story. Lego loves story. You see that in Lego Masters. You see that in other competitions. It's always story. And yeah, always. So
I don't remember Nick being like this when he won last year.
No, he was not. No.
Well, I'm not Brian, so what do you expect?
Well,
I do want to say I was actually really disappointed, April, and I think the judges kind of recognized they had messed up. But like you had taken the base plates and done the really clever Mario and Luigi thing. They're in the background there. Thank you. I'm so glad they're on screen. If you guys want to zoom in on that, she took like the little base plates that come with all the sets and did a clever little mosaic build with them. But somehow the judges missed that on their first pass of your build. They did call out that they had kind of missed it, but I was like, that would like jumped out at me immediately. And I thought that was one of the most brilliant ways to get creative with the sets. So I'm glad April took second place over me. So way to go, April.
Thank you.
No, and it was, some people did different heights on their builds. Like they went from like, so I had, if you can visualize it, I took it all apart because it took up so much space. But I had one of my, what?
Did you take a picture?
I don't think I did because I who was I going to send it to? You for like approval? And then I wasn't going to tell you anything. All right.
We'll get a screenshot from the video when they send it to us.
Yeah, exactly.
Really coolness, Brian.
So in the background, I had my drawer that I have like for sorting Lego, and I had 2 gray base plates, and I made clouds out of it, so it looked like a backdrop for the airship. And I had the Lakitu sky thing on the very top, so that way you could do the thing. And that worked out pretty well, but some people, they had all different orientations. And I didn't know if people were going to use sets from the previous wave of stuff, which I figured they might. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go a little bit all out and, you know, see what happens. So it went really well. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun competing with everybody. I'm glad that April got second, and we all had a chance. I mean, we all got these sets, 2 months before anyone else. So it's always just, a pleasure being involved in these sorts of things. So in terms of the prizes, I will be receiving the remaining half of the wave that I did not get, including a full case of minifigures. April will be receiving, I think, everything else we didn't get except the case of minifigures, I think. And then third place got a full set of the figures, a full case. So
yeah,
when that'll happen, no idea. But I will be doing a video on Beyond the Brick for Luigi stuff. We didn't have the prices and whatnot and park counts because we had the European boxes. They gave us a press release at like 6
the
a.m.
prices.
Well, the price, right. I meant more so, the pieces. So we didn't know the piece count beforehand. So yeah, that'll be my project after the show today.
I totally already have a video up for anyone wondering.
He does. No, Nick does. And it actually, so I'm subscribed to obviously a bunch of people, but it has almost the same amount of views as like Game Explain, who has over 1 million subscribers. They got the same, about view count.
I was pleasantly shocked when I woke up after posting the video, submitting the video at 4 a.m. for a 7 a.m. post. And it was doing really well, especially because I haven't posted a video in 2 months. So
yeah, it's doing excellent. So
good motivation.
Congratulations.
I think I needed that.
Yeah,
who wasn't involved in any of this due to his outspoken hatred of all things Mario is Dan from Between the Bricks.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That is correct. I was benched for this one.
Yes. I think you were completely kicked off the team for this one.
Yeah, that's probably actually more true, to the point I didn't even get an invite, let alone get a chance to play. So yeah, no, I got kicked off the team.
Well, when you spend every single week bashing Mario and and Brian's love for Mario, I think so.
Not like you did one of the coolest mocks of like the last year with Lego.
That's true.
This is true, yeah. And I've taken it to like 5 shows. Obviously Lego don't understand
Region Lego Super Mario.
my humor.
Nothing.
It's not enough, Dan. It's not enough. Yeah. Where's your inflatable suit? Where's your, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's what you're missing.
Hey,
How dare
I
you?
don't need an inflatable suit. If I put that suit on, it would be skin tight.
Come on.
Wow. That'd be like wearing a leotard. No one want to see that. Wow. Anyway, morning. Congratulations on your win, Brian.
Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
This is the first time I've heard of it, though. Today and yesterday and the day before.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And the day before that. And the day before that. And then on the day, just the constant messaging. I beat Nick. I beat Nick. Oh my God, I beat Nick.
Did you just schedule out messages to be sent on a regular basis?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't think we realized how deep-seated that loss was in Brian from last year. There's a lot of unresolved feelings.
So,
yeah.
Nick, what I've learned about Nick from doing the Lego Masters challenges every Wednesday on his channel, Nick's a very competitive guy. He likes to have, he likes to have that.
It's a lander right now. No, thank you. I will not be a part of this.
It's a friendly, competitive edge. He will not throw you into the dirt, but he will bring the game, and it'll be present, right? So that's just a matter that. And then there's a band hammer for it too. So it happens, but today it was a W for me, or last Friday. So that's good.
Got the dub.
Was Jonathan back, the Lego designer?
No, it was two designers from the Super Mario team. And what was interesting,
designers, I believe, was their titles.
Yes. What was interesting about the whole setup, and I had talked to Nick and April about this after the fact, right? So when they announced the winner, my name on Zoom is Brian Saviano, right? You go by Zoom.
Oh, here we go.
They said that Bricks O'Brien was the winner. Okay. So now I'm not saying like I just think these people know that I am Bricks O'Brien, right? Okay. And when when they were they talked about like, we have a lot of fans who have interest in upcoming sets. Obviously, we can't say anything. We're very tight-lipped. And the smile on this man's face as he was saying, we can't talk about anything else, zipping of the lips. Those people know I want this castle. Denmark, you hear me. You hear me, all right? I know you're watching. I know you're there, all right? You're fully aware. I dressed in the inflatable suit. I'm decked out in green. I am the...
I've been wearing a full dress.
I am the new Lego Luigi, Super Mario, whatever, world champion. All right. And I take. Okay. So.
Wow.
I think they knew a little too much. I
Yeah.
think they might have had some prior knowledge, perhaps,
Right.
Favoritism, even.
with maybe a little bit of bribery.
Whoa, what are you
Right,
saying,
listen.
Dan? This is
I'm
serious
just
allegations.
No, I have a friend who works at the border in Denmark, and he saw this package coming in from Bricks O'Brien heading to Lego, HQ. A little fishy.
You can't just throw these kind of allegations around like that.
I've got
Yeah.
a friend, who's a designer, and I'm pretty sure he could smell some Brixo brew.
I was going to say I may have sent the case of the brew over to Denmark, but that's beside the point. That's beside the point. All right. So all I'm saying is that. Okay. So it seems like the good people of Denmark hear my voice echoing through the hallways all throughout Denmark. Every building is
How
echoing.
can they not?
With
Everywhere you go, that's all you talk about.
everywhere on Lego okay, they know, all right. And while I have the attention of the people in Denmark, the entire nation of Denmark, the entire society, every man, woman, and child, and thank you very much. I am taking this win very gracefully, as you can tell. Okay, and I am incredibly thankful for the opportunity, due to the O'Hanlons and Lego for making it happen.
I really
And-
came close to just having the set sent to me and cutting you out of the whole thing. And
We're
now I
gonna get
kind of
to
wish
that.
I had.
We're gonna get to that in a second. And while I'm here, while you're hearing my voice echo through the design studios in Denmark, okay, I want this castle. All right. When I think of Luigi, I think spooky. I think mansions. So the top three, we're gonna go with top three now. Just while I have the attention of the people of Denmark.
Ryan's
okay?
next video: top 3 requested Lego sets.
Top three. Listen, if we can get a 501st battle pack, you can get me what I. Okay, we can get some wish list things going on here. All right. So we got.
And once again, for the first time ever, we're going to hear the top 3.
And I'm not saying to harass anyone to get this made. That's not how these things work.
Are you
This
going
is
to
just-
take full credit for it when they make
No.
Peach's Castle? Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Because Peach's Castle is greater than me, just as Pink Cone is greater than anyone else.
Okay.
Same rules apply. The top 3 for the people of Denmark to hear: the Odyssey spaceship from Super Mario Odyssey, Luigi's Mansion, Peach's Castle. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. That's it. That's all I got to
We
say.
got an airship, though.
We did get an airship. Hey, look at this.
We haven't even
April-
talked about the new sets yet.
I had to do my victory speech and my decree to the people of
Oh,
Denmark,
okay.
Joshua. These things take time. Do you think this body was formed overnight? No. There's the airship.
I have to say that the airship is quite simply the best Mario set they've come out with so far.
It looks
I would agree.
amazing.
It looks neat.
That pirate
Okay.
on the Goomba.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So now that we have that out of the way, we've established everything. There are sets that have been unveiled. That is the leading one of the line. That is, and all of these are available on the Lego website for you to take a look at. Bowser's Airship is
You
available
can
for
pre-order
pre-order
them
right
on
now.
both Lego and Amazon.
Yes. Bowser's Airship is the largest set of the wave. Goes for $99 US. Has let's see, a pre-order if you want to get that. Releases August 1st. Has 1,152 pieces, and it unfolds, as you can see, and has a golden hand comes with the Goomba with the pirate hat, Kamek, and a special cannon launch pipe that you can use to start off your levels. You get 90 seconds to do that, so that's pretty awesome. You also get a Rocky Wrench, which is underneath where the back of the ship is. So that's another enemy there as well. And I'll say that when you unfold the ship, for anyone that hasn't made the connection quite yet, it is, I mean, I can tell right away, based off of Super Mario Brothers 3, where you have the jagged edges of the ship that make the entirety of it. So this is more so New Super Mario Brothers, Mario Galaxy, where unfolding it, you really get a sense for how it was in the original game. So it's very, very cool like that. What's also very cool is the unwavering support of the one and only Esh Daddy with the 1999 super chat. LME Toys building Luigi's castle one brick at a time. Thank you very much, Esh Daddy, for your continued support. Happy belated Father's Day to the one and only Daddy. Much appreciated. Hope you had a good Father's Day, cooking up some steaks, some hamburgers, relaxing, whatever else you did. Thank you very much.
There you go. Does Luigi have a fortress?
He has the mansion. That is his fortress.
Oh.
That's his fortress there. But yes. So that's Bowser's Airship. That releases on August 1st. That is one that I received as well. It's right back there. One of the other ones that was acquired, I got to pull up the images and everything else too, is the Lakitu's Air. What's the name of that one?
Skyworld.
Lakitu's Skyworld.
I have all Lakitu.
What? What'd you say?
That's the name.
I think it's Lakitu. I don't really.
Wait, why doesn't Brian really know something about Mario?
We're going to take a look at these lifestyle images over here real quick. All right.
That would have been nice to have those a couple hours earlier.
Yeah, you know. All right. So this is Lakitu's Sky World. So it includes this guy. If you're familiar with Mario Kart, you'll be familiar with Lakitu, who starts off all the races and saves you if you fall off the ledge. It includes a Fuzzy and a Bullet Bill as well. Has 484 pieces. Retails for $40. Comes out on August 1st. Has a time block in it.
Shout out to my mod Andrew real quick. I had him count the pieces in the instructions so I could have them for the video.
Did you really?
I've done that in the past for other builds as well. I've counted them myself, but he was kind enough to offer to help out, and he got the amount correct, which is incredible. So way to go!
Wow.
Hey, shout out to Andrew, man. Shout out to Andrew.
Shout out to Andrew.
If only Dan was that good at his job.
Dan looks very amused.
Dan's like, I'm not counting every single part in something just to say in a video.
Well, you and Dan also take apart entire sets to like rebuild on stream, so that's a level of dedication in itself.
To be fair, okay, cool. We're back.
To be fair.
Lakitu Sky World takes advantage of the two-player multiplayer between Mario and Luigi. You pull on the two cloud sections that you can see in the middle, and you spin Lakitu around along with the Bullet Bill, and basically you try to spin him off as if he were a top. And it's relatively hard to do, especially just as a solo player, but a lot of these sets factor in a lot of two-player functionality. You can also put Mario or Luigi on here, and the other can like spin them around to get even more coins that way. So this is a lot of multiplayer action going on here. It does not come with the warp pipe nor the end goal. That's just from the starter course, but comes with these mushroom platforms, medium azure platforms this time around for the sky. So that's pretty cool, representing that there. And yeah, the draw is
orange.
Oh, yep. Those are
orange one's a new color.
Yes. Yep. So there you go. These are the hearts, except they're in white to represent cloud.
Just
beautiful.
Those.
Beautiful stuff here. So that is available.
Clouds are great.
Yeah, absolutely. Get that. We'll go to this one in just a second here. So this one is another set. Man, I need to pull up the other. Oh.
Break it, Brian.
Lego's like, no, you're not zooming in. No. This sometimes happens in these press releases. They're like, no. Oh, wait, there we go. Hey, there we go. So it combines Mario and Luigi. You basically topple this tower over and release the Sumo Bro here. What I'm going to do is try to find like the Lego website images here because these seem to be not cooperating properly. That's stellar. This is why John does these things, but it's fine. I got it. It's all good.
We thought you would want control over the Luigi photos.
Yeah, I thought so too, but it's a burden that I cannot bear.
Someone asked earlier if this was a Beyond the Brick mug. It is. So it has the logo on one side and then our Beyond the Brick pickleball player on the other side. Shout out to Kevin Hinkle, artist, designer. There we go.
Okay. Let's try this again. There we go. So this is the Sumo Tower. Oh, there we go. Sumo Tower here. The Sumo Bro Tuple Tower expansion set 71388. And you can see that the Sumo is on top. You use Mario and Luigi to shift back and forth the tower to knock the Sumo off and get the coins that way. And there's a crow down here. So this one I think is 20. Let's take
I think 29.
20. Oh, this is a $30 one. Okay, gotcha. This is the draw here.
And a double check. I have it in my notes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. But yeah,
Why is there a crow in this set?
Yeah, it's $30.
So a lot of these sets aren't necessarily based off of specific levels or anything. They're just for the sake of it. So I'm not necessarily familiar with this crow character being a part of the Sumo Tower.
Is the name.
Yeah, Krober. I don't know, but he's also in the minifigure series. So or not minifigure series, a character series. So if you want this character, you don't need to buy this, but for the Sumo Bro, you do. So what's really cool about him is he'll kind of beat his chest like Donkey Kong sort of a deal as the tower rocks back and forth. So that's pretty nice. But otherwise, yeah, that's it for that one. This is one that we do not have. So this remains to be available on August 1st. We'll go for this one next. It's the Reznor Knockdown expansion set. This one's based off of Mario 3. You have 2 Reznor, Toad. Nick, you want to tell me the name of the Rolly guy over here, maybe?
Why would I have that?
Oh, I don't know. But you can see...
I don't have the box of that. I can't tell you.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So the Reznor kind of rotate around throughout here. The warp pipe, and these images also, like there's like a background. It's like a...
Oh, that's odd.
Yeah, it's so what you do is you rotate around this section via this section over here. We saw this all in action during the thing, the not press conference, but the demo. And as this rotates around from one player, the second player over here knocks over the Reznor, and you can get a power-up block here, scan another portion there, save the Toad. This is a speed running pipe, which we kind of know what that's about, not entirely until we have our hands on it, but it's over there.
I remember a little bit more about that. So that pipe will, rather than give you a limited amount of time to collect coins, it will count, or it will time like how much time is elapsed until you get 50 coins. So it's basically timing how long it takes you to collect 50 coins. So it's intended to give people the opportunity to create levels to kind of quote unquote speed run and see how fast people can find ways to collect 50 coins.
Yeah, which I'll say, and I think all of us can speak to it. That's pretty easy to do overall.
Yeah,
even
I think
in
we're going to be seeing like sub 10 second, 15, 10 second times for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So, we don't know how many coins you'll get out of these guys here, but presumably at least 50 from here. This one involves a lot of 2 players. So one player here can stomp on this and then scan the question block here. It requires 2 people to do that. Important thing to note, too, you can use 2 Mario or 2 Luigi, or Mario and Luigi for the functionality to get them booted up together. You don't need to have one and the other together. So that's pretty nice. This one is $70. So yeah, how many parts is this? This is what? 862.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if I don't know if it looks like 862, but clearly it is. So there you go.
I like the Toad. We need more Toad figures. That's really the only
Yes.
thing I'm interested in collecting from these sets.
I agree. We went over the Airship briefly. The B Mario Power Up Pack, April, I know you have that on you. Do you want to show us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Let me turn on Mario. So he's got his little power up when you like fly him around and he makes little bee noises.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty
Yeah.
nice. And that one is from Super Mario Galaxy. Oh, he's on fire. There you go.
I know, I put him on a red brick.
So yeah, that's from Mario Galaxy. That's a pretty cool suit. You gain coins that way, similar to all the other suits. Nothing too crazy with that. The Frog Mario Power Suit is from Mario 3, and you basically jump from the water sections onto enemies to gain more coins that way. This one's a nostalgia trip for a lot of people because, like the Tanuki suit, this is being from Mario 3, so he'll look pretty adorable once you put the actual suit on him there. So all of the suits in their entirety are backward compatible with Mario, or rather, backward compatible with Luigi. So even though the Builder suit has the red M on it and everything, Luigi can still wear it, which goes against my theory for them not doing Luigi in the first place, but whatever. We'll talk about that in a bit, I guess. But yeah, there's a frog suit there. And then finally, the Character Pack Series 3. I only have one of them, which is the Boo. But we have all 10 here. I think we talked about briefly on a previous stream. But these will be releasing August 1st as well. April, I forget which one you got.
I got the little bone guy down the bottom right.
This guy here?
Yeah.
Nick, what did you get?
I got Torpedo Ted. Torpedo Ted is the name.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. So yeah, Luigi. So even though, well, actually in the games, Luigi has the blue penguin suit, I believe, as well. So that makes sense for the games.
But
Not
just
that it needs
that
to.
previous gen stuff does indeed work.
Right. Exactly. So those were all the sets. And this is another supplementary wave. It's nowhere near the amount of sets that we got for the first wave, and it's kind of the same idea for the second wave. You know, we got the $99 Bowser's Airship, which is the largest of the line. Ooh, Character Pack Series 2 is already sold out. So if you're missing any of them, go for it. Side tangent, Character Pack Series 1, they go for like $15 each on the aftermarket. So keep that in mind. Obviously, people are most excited about the Bowser's Airship for a variety of reasons. So like you saw, Nick had it built. I think, April, you already disassembled it because you're building it tonight on the raid train, right?
I am, but it's still intact. It's up on my shelf.
So we'll talk about this one, I guess, for a little bit here. Nick, what did you think?
It's a really impressive set. I feel like maybe they'd listened to some feedback when the sets had first come out from Lego Super Mario, and they've found a way to kind of really meet the desires of kind of AFOLs looking for more display pieces, and then of course the kids who obviously want something really fun that they can play with. And they just found a way to perfectly fuse that into a set that both looks great and is super playable. So definitely a big shout out to the designers for finding a way to kind of, manage both of those and make a beautiful set that's really fun to play with.
What about you, April?
I like the airship more than any of the other things in the wave. Because it actually feels like something that you can put on display, unlike the rest of the play system, which there's no feasible way to have all that out. So
no, not at all. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you were building this, you told me you hated the build, right?
I did.
Why?
There's just a lot of technique involved in it, and to make all the mechanism work, and we love Technic pins and things and builds, so but it looks good in the end, so
I'll say when you hold that, as much Technic support as there is here, if you hold that from just the middle section there, the two ends definitely bow, so it'll hold, but I wouldn't hold it there for like forever because it could potentially snap. You could kind of see it when Nick was doing it before.
Yeah,
but
it is definitely intended to be on a flat surface. Like it has the supports to keep it perfectly level. So yeah, definitely don't keep it expanded and try and like swoosh it. That would be probably not a great idea.
No. As somebody who is very familiar with the airship, I love that the hand is there because that will usually grab like, you know, Mario or whoever and like toss them away. So that's a really cool little nod they put into there. I like that they're combining a lot of elements from Mario 3 and then New Super Mario Brothers. They're kind of combining that there in a sense. The thing that I don't like, and I guess this is kind of more justified now that we know the part count for it. It's 1,100 parts, which it didn't feel like that when I was building it. I don't know about you two. It didn't feel like that many parts. But when I was building this, I realized there's only 2 of these, you know, what are these called?
Propellers?
Propellers. Yes. There's only 2 propellers here. Normally on the airship, there's 3. So I was building this and I'm like, this feels like 900 pieces, kind of like Bowser's Castle. Like it doesn't feel like, you know, an 1,100 piece, certainly not 1,100 pieces at all. So I was saying to April and Nick, I wish that there was another smaller section in here that would allow for a 3rd propeller to be in here to be more accurate to the games and more accurate to literally every other toy that is out there for Bowser's Airship. I would have loved to have had another, even if it was just like a simple play function where this, you know, you stomp on it to remove it. Bam, there you go. That's fine. I would have loved to have seen that. I don't think that's many more pieces, but, you know, it's still great as it is. And for the size of it, when you have it condensed, you're probably like, it doesn't quite feel like $100. But when you expand it, you're like, okay, yeah, for sure. I get it. And it's definitely the best play series set and display set by far. It's like the like everybody, even if you don't care about the Mario play system, you don't care about any of that, but you see this and you're like, okay, that looks good, like unanimously. So very happy that they took note and they decided to make this because it's great. So shout out to the design team on this one. Excellent job. As said from this neckbeard on the North Shore of Boston, Massachusetts. Much appreciated.
That's what they're looking to you for, is that recognition of their commitment and quality with the Mario line. That's why they listen to you, and that's why they know you're Bricks O'Brien.
That's it. Right. The neckbeard seal of approval. Yes, for sure. So when I first saw this, Nick got it first between all of us, and he showed me the box, and I'm like, obviously I lost it. So when I saw the airship, I was like, okay, if they did, I mean anything, but like the castle, if they did that in this form where the build isn't taken away by having the play elements in there, I could see it being in this style. I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to it because every other set that's come up before this has felt like a compromise to what the build could be, but this does not feel that way. It feels like a set. It feels like something that you would want to display, that any Mario fan could want. I'm noticing a lot of chatter in the video game realm of like, yeah, this one's finally really cool. Awesome. You know, so more of that. People want that. It doesn't need to be $100 set every time to get something like this, but I think it's a good step in the direction. And yeah, the rumor is that there is a $150 Nintendo set of some kind. Will that release August 1st? We have no idea. I have no idea what it is. And all I have my hand. I have no idea. I have no clue what it is, but we'll see.
I mean, we obviously last year got the surprise of the NES set on August 1st that dropped like a week or so before. So to me, it would definitely make sense to see some sort of set along those lines released at the same time. I feel like it's, I would say, less likely to be an actual Lego Super Mario playset and more likely to be something along the lines of the NES that is more of a traditional display piece. But yeah, I also wouldn't really have any guesses as to what it could be. They could go the route of doing every console, so they could do an SNES, but I think that would start to feel a little repetitive, but would still be something I'm sure a lot of people would be really excited for.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So we'll find out soon enough. Lego Con is happening this Saturday. I know I'm doing a reaction to it, and they're probably just going to demonstrate these sets ad nauseum. I don't think they're going to reveal anything new, but you never know. So that is to be seen, but That is everything that is new for Luigi stuff. Relatively small wave that I remember like this time last year, we got all of the newer sets or the whole line, and it was just an onslaught of sets.
Yeah.
Like I think, between me, Nick, and Dan, we were like, oh my goodness, there's so much, and there's like an exhausting kind of amount of sets to like set up and review and do everything, right?
Yeah.
But now it's a lot more manageable. So it felt like a add-on for what came in 2020, not so much like it's not like a big drop. I want like a big drop, but that's me just wanting more. But when would I not?
I would take the airship and say that you were a happy camper.
A very happy camper. Absolutely. 100%. I mean, look at me. I'm dressed in a suit,
How comfy is that?
I got a fan on and it's not sweltering hot. The AC is on. So you know what? I'm feeling pretty loose.
Can you lightly inflate that so it just keeps a little bit of air flowing through it, or is it like full or off?
It's full off, unfortunately. I wish it wasn't, but the batteries that I have will just not work anymore. So that's great. Yeah. So that's all of Luigi.
I'm glad you.
Does anyone in any of the chats have any questions? Want to see anything in particular?
Yeah,
that's true. We have all of these winners, all these people who took the time to build all the sets. So ask away. Congratulations, Brian. By the way, I'm glad you avenged yourself.
Thank you. So
why did
what
we
had
bring that
happened?
back up?
What had happened last time, or not last time, this time, was Joshua messaged me and he said, hey, Brian, they only have one Luigi for Beyond the Brick, and I'm having them send it to me. And I'll let you know how the thing goes, how the review goes. And I was obviously very disappointed because I'm like, Josh wants to handle it. The brothers are in charge of Beyond the Brick. They want to make this stuff I understand. But but it turns out Joshua was messing with me, and I took it
Brian cried himself to sleep for 3 nights.
I didn't quite do that. But
He didn't just cry himself to sleep, man. He raged. You should have seen some of those messages. I can't repeat the words that Brian used on this channel because I'll get a warning again. That's
Yes,
why
you will, Dan. Thank you.
I'll just have to be quiet.
it wasn't. I was just like, okay. Like, I can't complain. Listen, I get to have whatever review opportunities come up through Beyond the. I'm not going to be like, hey, why didn't I get this? Like, if
I was testing you and you passed the test. You didn't immediately lash out and with like an entitled opinion of like why you should have the Mario set.
Oh,
well, right.
Not to your face, he didn't. but
Oh, okay.
behind-
Sorry. I guess
yeah.
just to everyone else behind my back.
Different
so maybe
story. Yeah.
Well, but that's just like the bosses and the coworkers. Like, you're not going to lash out at the bot. You're just going to be like, April, I can't believe this freaking, but, thank you, Joshua and John. I appreciate the opportunity as always.
I never for a second did I actually plan to get them myself because
I figured,
that would not have gone over well.
I mean, if you really had the audacity to not send me the Luigi stuff and then you send me like a whole wave of Star Wars stuff, I'd be like, all right, Joshua, like what are we
Done.
what are we doing here? Come on. Really? Send me video, you sent me Minions, you sent me Star Wars. I'm like, all right, come on. What are we doing?
All right, just making sure we don't miss the questions that we fielded. How many questions?
Oh, yeah.
1,152 for that. Everybody wants to know when the Lego Luigi ASMR is, Brian, so you can figure that one out. How do Mario and Luigi connect? You press the Bluetooth buttons on the back and they pair up. Deanna asked, did you get to see how the app interacts with Mario and Luigi? No. So for whatever reason, unfortunately, they could not get the app working sufficiently in time for the competition. So all we could do was get Mario and Luigi paired to each other and see the coins that way. We had no knowledge of how the app actually functions with the two of them. We actually got sent PDF instructions. We couldn't even build the sets through the app, unfortunately, because it was so bugged out, which was unfortunate. But I understand that, 2 months ahead of when the app's actually being released, it, wouldn't necessarily work as expected.
I think April and I are going to demonstrate the same thing here, but so you have them on the very back here. if you just connect them via the Bluetooth, you press that button at the same time without the app itself, you'll do that, and you can't really hear them, but hold on.
I find they almost always take like 2 or 3 tries. I would say this is related to beta app issues. So
let's see. They keep thinking that my fingers are lava. Oh, they're connected. So they'll say hello to each other, and then they'll get handkerchiefs like this, and then you can play with them together. So if they both jump at the same time, you'll get more coins that way. I don't know if you can hear that, but
yeah,
they jump up a little bit there. Like that. That is actually the key for me, like how I ended up getting as high of a score as I did. Having these
did you use both of them?
Yeah.
What the heck, bro?
What do you mean?
They said if you were by yourself, you were supposed to use one, and then you would get your score doubled. I bet they doubled your score thinking you used one.
So they said you could do either one or two, but if you were going to use one, you got your score multiplied. Yeah.
I didn't get that.
And because if you saw me, I mean, they did a close, like I was doing this the whole time for 2 minutes, like clearly.
Brian told me he was going to do whatever it takes to win this time.
I won't hold that. Admittedly, like I don't know why it just felt so rushed when we just started into the competition. They were like, "All right, guys, here are the rules. Let's go. 3, 2, 1." And I was like, "Whoa!" like hold the phone. Like, give me a second to think here before we get started.
So even though there was like an hour lead up to it, like just talking.
They talked about these sets for like a solid 45 minutes, and then they did the like, "All right, everybody, we're gonna have our highest score. You ready? 5 foot." You know, and that was.
I swear, last time didn't we get to do like a full practice run? Like we had like, so much time to like get ready and rack up a good score. This time was just like chaos mode. Go.
Yep. Exactly.
And that's why Brian did so well.
That's okay. He embraced the chaos, and I did not, and he's the winner. So. And April did as well, so they kicked butt.
Yeah, remember last time when they included more people as well? You know,
I remember, Dan. I remember.
I remember, Dan. Luigi is taller and a little bit different, which is great. Yeah, he's skinnier and taller, which is awesome. They paid really close attention to that kind of detail. Brick Swirl asked a question, is that a recolor of the scroll piece in gray silver? I'm not sure which piece you're talking about. I feel like it might be the one on the side of the ship, in which case, yes, but I'm not sure that would be the right piece.
The scroll piece, yeah.
Is that what it would be considered? I didn't realize.
Luigi's face is indented slightly in the very front. You can see the jawline, and also the legs are slightly skinnier, but Mario's overalls will fit on Luigi and vice versa. Just so you know. There you go.
I know, but they did a really good job. Like they did. I would have never like when he said that, I was like literally my jaw dropped, and I immediately grabbed him and I went, "Oh wow! Like look at that!" Like,
yeah, for sure.
And actually, oh no, I think I don't know why it looks like his hairline comes down lower, but that's probably just me.
Yeah, if you put them on plates on an even surface, you might find they're the same or close.
Their hairline cuts are actually different, which is interesting. Anyways, too much observing.
Yeah, so then
ideas.
Oh yeah, so Luigi's not the only news that's happened this time around. We also got some news about the latest in Lego ideas, the ongoing saga of 17 quadrillion ideas being 10,000 votes.
Let me give you a physical representation of how Lego ideas reviews go. They toss all 26 into the air, smash 25 of them, and then leave.
Oh boy.
Basically, yes. So in case anybody hasn't seen it already, I'll share my screen here for the sake of showing it, but spoilers in case you for some reason don't want to be surprised. But of all of the ideas that were part of this review, we had a Boeing 747, Gravity Falls, Mystery Shack, Bag End, Avatar, Roman warship, Among Us, and many others. The motorized lighthouse will be going through to the final period and eventually be a set on Lego store shelves. I am very surprised the Coliseum didn't make it.
I know.
Crazy.
That Roman warship is so cool, man. That or the
Yeah.
Viking village. I was really rooting for those two.
Not cool enough to get built.
Yeah.
This lighthouse model is nice. It is a great. I mean, as far as lighthouses go, I think it's a great looking model. It's just always disappointing with all the other cool ideas that they couldn't make.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, that's it. So they've been rejected, and
Dan, you're muted. Oh, okay.
oh, he knows. He just doesn't
Okay.
care. All right,
Okay.
so let's take a look in a hot second here. What is coming up for the next wave? Because we do have an idea of what got approved. I think that period has already closed for this period, I believe.
Yeah, there's 57 projects, I think.
How many?
It's the biggest one, I think, yet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's over 50.
Oh
That's
boy.
ridiculous. There's a very low quality image here, but we'll roll with it. Sure. Polar Express, Hyrule Castle, another bag end, a Santa's Workshop mock. Lots of little things here, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't really have a gist on what's going to happen next. I think
I
it's
feel
the
like there
bowling.
was a time when it was like actually feasible to like be like, oh, you know, like this would make a lot of sense. This would make a lot of sense. Now it's like they're gonna pick one and that's it.
Yeah, that's not how it feels.
And I'm not too sure. It's just that they feel overwhelmed with all the projects. Like they don't feel like they can dedicate the time and resources to like actually explore every possible IP. They're just like rejecting them like willy-nilly because they can't dedicate the resources to actually go out and see if they can, you know, establish a license with a lot of the potential ideas. Like, especially when you're seeing like projects for licenses get like, you know, approved 3, 4, 5 times. Like, I think that's a pretty strong indication of the desire. But I don't know. I mean, there are certainly a lot of factors that come into play when, you know, these projects make it to 10K. So I'm sure there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we maybe also don't understand.
I'm looking forward to getting the bridge.
You think the bridge is going to happen?
The unlicensed bridge.
Well, given recent history of choosing the crappiest set out of the entire lot, then I think we're going to get a bridge.
I kind of like the lighthouse.
Yeah, the lighthouse is
They're not going to build the lighthouse like that, though. That's an
Yeah.
AFOL model that uses some pretty random parts to get the effects and the shapes, especially in that base. You know what? They're not going to do that. They're going to build it with bricks. It's not going to look anything like it.
I think it's going to be significantly smaller too, because you're going to have the motorized stuff in there, and that's going to jack the price up. So it's got to be a smaller model.
Yeah. Yep.
I would
You
still,
are what?
have like some confidence in the designers to pull off like an effective model, if you will, but I won't deny that it will be
They'll
substantial.
definitely pull off an effective model, but it's not going to look anything like that.
I can almost guarantee you're not getting the rock structure on the bottom of this lighthouse at all.
You think they're going to wipe it out entirely?
I think so. To either make it a little bit bigger or to fit the motorized functionality. I mean, yeah, a lot of it can be inside of there, but they could make this a little bit bigger and then pull something off. I don't think you're getting any of that.
Well,
Yeah.
that'd be too bad. So what you guys are saying at this point is
What are you doing with the lighthouse?
it's basically just going to be one 2x4 yellow glowing brick, and that's what the set will consist of.
Probably. And it's going to cost twice as much in New Zealand.
Scale, there is a nano fig included, so I'm not sure they would change it to minifig. I do think it would make sense for it to become minifig scale, though, and having a character in there will definitely add appeal for a lot of people.
And it will not include a base plate.
No, I would agree. It's not.
Yeah.
If you basically, if you cut off this bottom section, make this bigger, there you go. You're getting a 2-pack of the hidden side lighthouse with a motor.
Not
Just
a,
combine
not a
the two
bad
sides.
description.
That's
Yeah,
probably why they approved it. They're actually just going to, repackage the hidden sides lighthouse.
And digging into the warehouse, grabbing all the
Ones that
sand
they
that
didn't
you
sell. Yeah.
those parts.
What are we going to do with all of these? They didn't sell very well.
Nice idea.
You get a bonus. You get a bonus. And you get a bonus.
Oh man, yeah.
I will throw out. Speaking of ideas, I did get to learn something incredibly interesting. I actually got to find out why my ideas project was rejected for the Cybertruck. Someone had sent me a screenshot, which I believe would have been from potentially the Mattel website. I haven't fully followed up on it, but I'm quite confident in the accuracy of it. And it appears that Tesla is going to be licensing sets from Mega Constructs.
Oh.
So that is why it did not happen, most likely, because I'm sure that was probably in the works for a while. Mattel owns Mega Constructs now, and Tesla is doing Hot Wheels Cybertrucks. And it therefore makes sense that they would, do an all-in-one kind of deal. They probably got, toy licensing in general, because Mattel has access to such a wide variety of brands. They would say, hey, let's do some construction sets. And now they know it's a popular idea based on my project. So, it makes a ton of sense.
Do you not think, though, that they just looked at it and went, Cybertruck. Oh, God, that's ugly. No, thanks.
Wait, what? I didn't actually hear you properly. You mumbled the end.
I was just, do you not just think that it was more like they were sitting there in their designer meeting and they're like, oh, hey, we got the Tesla Cybertruck here. And someone else just went, no, it's ugly. Not your model.
Not the model.
Not your model. Your model was fantastic. But just the truck itself.
I actually still like the design of the truck. I have no issues with it. But I have a little bit of off taste when it comes to vehicle design, I would say.
It's just a lot of. It's just like we got this nice wave of positivity with Luigi, and now this wave of disappointment.
I know.
No, honestly, I would say it was a huge sign of relief to just know that there's a very straightforward reason.
Yes.
To why that my childhood dream isn't coming true. I'll take that over just the never knowing thing. So I'll take it as a positive.
Right. Yeah. No. Usually nobody ever gets to know. So at least you know. And I think I messaged you that too. At least you have
It's really comforting.
Yeah.
And I could definitely make a future stream incentive to buy the set and burn it or something. So.
Wow, man, we're getting really dark on the stream all of a sudden.
To be fair, even Lepin didn't pick it up and build it, and they steal a lot of ideas from the ideas platform. So even they didn't think it was great.
Okay, now I feel like that's a diss on my build. You're saying it wasn't good enough to be pirated? Wow.
Pirated by Lepin?
This guy.
You've made it when you've been pirated by Lepin.
I mean, in some weird morbid way. I mean, not morbid, but all right. Before we kind of, I guess, close out on
ideas. I want to hear what you got to say. What were you going to say?
Yeah, don't cut off there. Get to it, bud.
What do you mean? What was I going to say?
I don't know. You were going to say it, and then you stopped.
And then you just cut yourself off.
I don't remember.
In a weird morbid way, or not morbid, and then you just completely trailed off.
No, in a weird, I guess, morbid's not the right word, but in a twisted way of looking at it, okay, if your idea is good enough to be pirated, I mean, we talked about this before, pirated by Lepin, it's somebody else who has the means to actually produce it in some knockoff, not quality way is hey, well, that's some level of flattery, some not a good, but you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It would be the most frustrating level of flattery. It's got made into a set. Not getting anything for it.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. And Nick, there's nothing wrong with your design, man. Absolutely nothing.
Sure, Dad, I believe you.
No, I love the fact that you could open up the back of it and you did the 4-wheel quad bike and everything.
I appreciate that, Dan. No, I know.
Nothing ever wrong with your builds, but Tesla.
I will not hold it against you that you do not like the subject matter. That is okay.
I quite like the Tesla car.
Josh, you're muted.
I was just going to say there's nothing wrong with your design in the exact same way that there's nothing wrong with the first wave of Mario sets, right, Dan?
Just to put a bow in this ideas conversation here, I'm gonna just casually scroll through the ideas that are on for the next round. We're not going through all these,
Okay.
but they're here. We got like the Princess Bride. I will say right now, if this Tutankhamun mask bust doesn't get made, close down the program. Close down the whole program.
Oh, that looks so good.
Got to make it.
Really does.
How do we not have anything from architecture based on Egypt? How has it happened?
That's true. It doesn't make sense.
No Greece, no Egypt. So many possibilities.
Even Nightmare Before Christmas, that would be cool. Hyrule Castle, that's not getting made. I wish it did, but no.
Maybe that'll be our Nintendo surprise this summer.
Imagine Polar Express would be a great one. But yeah, we'll find out about this probably September, October,
Yeah.
something like that.
Another Office project.
DNA. That's an
Like DNA
interesting one.
strand, but
X-Files. 700th Office. Yeah, kind of cranky. There's been a lot of them. Man, I wish this gunship would get made. That's not getting made, though. I wish it was.
Yeah.
Super cool. Ridley's awesome. Playmobil has so many historical themes in comparison. They do take a lot of pride in that. The issue
again.
I'm sorry, say it again, Nick.
It's like a reissue of one that made it to 10K before.
Yeah, but it's
Mhm.
such a
Yeah.
cool model. Man, I
Oh,
love
man,
that.
I'd love for that to be made.
But all this chrome you're not getting, you know?
Why not?
The people who are supporting it to get to 10K don't need to know that.
It doesn't have to be chromed. It could be drum lacquered silver like they did with the Hubble.
Right. But I feel like on
Yeah.
some surface level, you know, people are like, oh, you know, it's really that like that's part of the appeal, you know.
That's
Yeah,
like
maybe-
the problem, is what I always say.
Right. Yeah, Mini Brick did not get the Gravity Falls Shack approved, but still fingers crossed for Polar Express. I believe that one should get made as well. Hello, sir. What's this one? Welcome to the
That's,
Blackberry.
My Chemical Romance.
Oh man, I wonder how this one got to 10,000. It was probably on Tumblr.
Retweet from
Somebody,
the band.
yeah,
All it takes.
exactly. The succulent garden, a part of the botanical collection. That could happen.
I feel like any modular just should be skipped over. I don't even know why they allow modulars anymore.
This one,
This one's
Like,
actually really cool. I would not be upset if that became a set.
yeah.
That might be
Mhm.
the first train I'd ever buy if that got
Yeah, to
turned
be
into a
honest.
set.
Wait, Dan's triggered. Hold on. Uh-oh. Dan's the train guy.
Yeah, those were cool.
And did you drink coffee today?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, that explains a lot.
There we go.
Yeah.
I got an espresso shot in my iced coffee.
Cranky Dan needs to go get coffee.
Not cranky Dan, cry Dan.
Jazz Quartet I want to happen. We'll see. That'd be a cool one.
Hey, that'd be
That's
cool.
a stunning model. That's absolutely gorgeous.
Yep. Tiago's got the Animal Crossing.
I think an Animal Crossing's already been rejected once though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Medieval Marketplace.
Animal Crossing was so last year.
It really is. They ditched that game anyways.
Kinda, sorta, yeah. This bowling alley, I feel like won't get through because of the Bricklink designer program.
That's true. That could definitely
Oh, yeah.
be in for that. I've never known who these characters are. I don't.
Asterix and Obelix, come on. You guys are too young. That's your problem.
Yeah, it must be. I mean, they like
They
look
were
familiar. It's
super
like I know
popular
they exist.
cartoon, and
I'm aware of the characters. I just haven't really had too much, I guess, association with it.
Asterix the Gaul. Yeah, they're
Lego
from Roman times. Popular in the 80s, 90s.
Mhm.
Us old folks remember them.
Man, how many Lord of the Rings or Hobbit sets we gonna get until they come out with like a new line of this stuff? You know what I mean?
They're not.
It's
There will be
disappointing.
no new line.
It was like one of the best Lego models I've ever seen. And the
Wait,
fact
which
that
one?
it's rejected, I think, is just so sad.
That'd be an interesting one, but
Yeah.
man, this list just keeps going. Mamma mia.
Hey, look,
Hello?
Greek. Maybe they'll give in.
Oh, that's
No.
so good. I'd love that temple set.
That would be
So
great.
good.
That's definitely way too big, but
Yeah.
I'm sure they could scale it down appropriately.
Just like this one.
Oh,
Too. They would do
boy.
half of that. They're not Kirk.
I
They're gonna
know,
do.
I
they're gonna
know,
split it in the
I
middle.
know. Just wax on, wax off, and they're just
Yeah.
gonna take off, half of that set, and it's not gonna be as good. But just move along. We'll forget about it. It's fine. It's so sad.
Another modular. Bye.
Another modular.
Bye.
Man, I wish Totoro would get made. It's not gonna get made though.
This is a really well done one. Like I think they nailed
Yeah.
the concept here. It actually looks like a set already. Like it doesn't look like much would need to change for this to be a set.
Space, yeah, baby.
Definitely don't have enough of that.
Yeah. Lisbon train. Oh my goodness, it just keeps going. Rail Canada. Eh?
Honestly, like as cool as it is to see Canadian project, I'm just like no. The rest of the
Well,
world,
that's very similar to that Lisbon train, which is like very iconic in Lisbon and Portugal, but I don't think anyone else cares.
Lord Castle Eiffel and
this actually looks like the creator set. So I think this got ruined as soon as that got revealed.
Yeah. Well, we know how they feel about Tesla.
Yep, SpaceX is probably out the window too.
Simpsons is not happening, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think we got our Simpsons fix.
That would have been the perfect addition, but that
It
guy
would.
should just sell those instructions. Simpsons fans would lap him up.
No. Fantasy Castle.
And I think the creator said just crushed a bunch of castle projects at once.
Oh my! All the castle projects.
Yeah, look at all. I mean, so let's get more than one castle set. How about that?
I
Look at
agree.
all this demand. I mean, it's ridiculous. How about a theme? What happened to the?
I
mean-
certainly enough interest to indicate a set could be or a theme could be possible.
Right. Well, we used to get non-stop castle themes of all sorts of incredible stuff. And
Yeah,
they,
it's definitely weird
they
that
were
they
popular.
shut it down, but
Yeah, I talked about this on Billsy's stream on Monday night, and I truly believe that if Lego decided to do a UCS style castle, or a build in that ilk where it is largish, very detailed,
Hogwarts style.
reasonably high. Well, no, I'm talking about even minifig scale.
Okay.
Put it at a higher price point, and I guarantee it would sell. A
Yeah.
real displayable, beautiful UCS styled castle, medieval keep. It would be,
I mean, kind of like the Colosseum in a way, but a castle.
yeah, for sure.
You're
I would
yeah.
definitely
Yagi,
prefer to see a castle over the Colosseum for that size.
Yagi is right. A $500 castle. You have all the horses, farm animals. Like you get a little mini blacksmith in there. You get all these little things to give it all the detail, like the end all be all castle set.
Mhm.
And I'm not even saying Peach's Castle either. I mean like an actual medieval castle. Like you got legit. Yeah.
Seven Dwarves is a resubmission as well. That was rejected previously. But I
Yeah,
do think it is a beautiful model. Like I actually do find that one a little disappointing.
Yeah. How many
I find
projects
it-
are there?
Which
Jeez.
is 57.
I find it odd that they allow resubmissions as well. It's like if it's been rejected once, surely it's not
Like,
going
there
to
should
get
be a
through a
time
second
period.
time.
Like it should be like wait a couple years because like if your
Right.
project was denied last year and then just got to 10K again, you're only within a year. Like not much is going to change.
Yeah. Do we know if any resubmissions have ever been made into sets?
Actually, I do think so. I'm pretty sure the ISS was a resubmission, but like there was like 6 years in between that, so it was a really
Was there
significant amount of time.
Was there
that time.
significant changes, or was it the resub exactly the
I
same?
can't say I remember enough about it, but I do believe I
Hmm.
remember finding the original project and being like, "Oh wow, this was actually like someone resubmitted this and it got there."
We have a hashtag ad in the chat from Baron Julius von Brunk. Check out Bob Ross, A Joy of Painting on Ideas. This one, I pulled it up over here. Submitted last year. It's a buildable figure Bob Ross
This is
with
such good.
painting. So yeah, check that one out on Ideas. Thank you for the $2 super chat.
Do you know the submission on ideas that I'm really looking forward to getting made into a set at the moment? It's really cool, actually. It appeals to my sort of AFOL side. It's a Lego model of the patent, I think it is. And I noticed that the designer for that just did a new one, a miniature version in Pride colors the other day. I was really impressed by that.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, we should check that one out. That one looked pretty good.
Dan, you want to link it in the private? Oh, there's that one.
Yeah, there you go. I just chucked my link up on screen.
Wait on.
Really, really fun kind of applying the rainbow challenge to that build. I think it looks nice with the rainbow.
Nick, I think Brian's still trying to figure it out, mate.
What's that?
I think Brian's still trying to figure it out.
I got thrown off of my momentum. I'm sorry.
Still trying to figure out what we're talking about.
I got distracted. I'm sorry.
Look, it's a nice segue into Nick's ideas project that we can all support.
Joseph Sawada says people need to be more critical in making a submission and don't do things that aren't going to happen.
Well, that's also but at the same time, it's like if Lego has pretty good indication of whether or not something's going to happen, they could also be more upfront about it and reject things more off the bat. If they could be more restrictive.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they also have that function where it's like you type in a certain license to see if it's okay, and so I think it encourages people, and then they
submit stuff. And at the same time, though, I would not blame Lego for just taking the massive free market research that Lego Ideas provides. I mean,
to be honest, though,
I think at this point we're at almost 100,000 people want some sort of Lego Zelda set. So.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, though, how many people submit ideas to the platform just simply in the hope that people will notice their work and maybe go and follow their socials or, follow their Flickr or their Instagram or whatever?
It's absolutely become a social media platform of its own as well. And honestly, don't forget, if you get a project to 10K, you get $500 worth of Lego. So
true.
Who have had 6, 7, 8 projects get to 10K, that's nice. $500. That's a great amount of Lego to be able to get your hands on.
And that's public information too. That's not like a breaking news thing here.
In the GOS.
Yeah. So
we're gonna make some ridiculous Beyond the Brick themed build and just put it up there to get to 10,000 just for the publicity.
We've been saying for a while now that car that I made from Lego Racers on that stream, toss it on ideas.
Yes. The Beyond the Brick car and just get it to 10,000.
Yep.
We'll then do a giveaway with the sets we get sent and then get lots of new fans.
Yeah, exactly.
And every time Lego talks about the submissions, they'll have to run through this ridiculous looking Lego Racers car and Beyond the Brick colors, and then we'll get banned from the platform.
And then, okay, so who has it? We'll get Boone to do the interview because he had nothing to do with it. We'll be like, yeah, so representing Beyond the Brick, we're really, really excited about this. He'll bring that energy. He's been on reality TV. He's like, so excited for the Lego Racers BTBI. It's gonna be great.
I actually don't know. I feel like I should know what you're talking about, but I don't.
So I did a live stream back when I was doing the gaming streams on Beyond the Brick.
The greatest gaming stream of all time on any platform ever.
I remember the streams. I remember that was the thing that happened.
Right. So the car that I made in the game is called the BTBI.
Gotcha.
So that was what we would put on ideas.
Does anyone have a screenshot? Someone can get us.
Oh yeah. No, the stream is still up. It's still up.
Great. So send me a link right now, Brian. What are you doing? Hosting a live stream or something?
It was red and yellow bricks on the car, wasn't it?
I think it was just all different colors. I didn't care about your branding. What do I care? You know what I mean? Let's see. A channel that at the time had 860,000 subscribers, and I'm pointing a camera at the television. Jeez. Here it is. 8.2 thousand views. Nick, I'll send you the link over, I guess,
Reddit?
Discord. Discord, I got you.
Oh, Discord. Pull it up on
it requires one of those bodies of the car that's like the old style. So it's a classic.
Let me judge you harshly.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Did you send it yet?
I'm sending it right now. All right, so there's that. Let's see. I'll get you a nice screenshot here. Oh, it's
my
glorious.
God. Taking camera for like the first 2 minutes.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yep. Thanks, John. Love you too. Love you too. Yep. There it is. It's me pointing my camera at the TV.
Oh boy.
Oh, so good.
When was this? 1989.
Oh,
This game came out in the late 90s, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Nick, I just sent you a screenshot on Discord.
Oh, man, guys. I don't think they can get it much more than that.
We're going to get copyright claim on our own video here.
Look at those tires. They're so thick. Look at that. You can go any terrain on that one.
I mean, hey, if you ever need someone to like design a proper model for submission to ideas, I think I know a guy who's pretty good at mocks.
See, it is red and yellow, Brian.
There's blue in there, in the front. With the back of the car, it's uneven. It's got one of those things.
Yes. Just like this, we're gonna submit it, and it's gonna get to 10,000, and it'll be the greatest submission ever.
Oh man! You can see the Luigi statue on the bottom right. It was a foreshadowing. I knew the whole time. I knew it. Oh man! I mean, we can do it. Like, I mean,
Milan in the chat says, "No wonder he lost every single round."
Oh yeah. But
I actually really want to go play now. Like, I'm like, let me whip out my PS2. Like, pop in the disc.
Oh, this game is jank. Oh, you can't beat the final boss. It's literally impossible. I got through every single race, and it was fine. But that final boss, ooh.
Did you stream multiple weeks of this?
I streamed it 1 week, and then I did a redemption stream as the final gaming stream I did, and it had proper quality. But yeah, gotcha. I played like the second half of the game. But man, why are we still watching? Like, we have nothing else to talk.
I'm just enjoying. Like, I'm like, oh man,
it's just very captivating.
Right?
It is just like the nostalgia, just eating it up.
I also like seeing Brian just record his TV screen like a very good professional. Very nice.
Well, the Chinese capture card I bought on Amazon pooped out on me 30 minutes beforehand. I was
I remember the story.
Struggling.
I remember.
I was so like frazzled. I'm like, I'm sorry, Josh and John. I gotta figure it out.
And I was just like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
That's from that point on, I knew like I can mess up fairly badly like this, and it'll be fine. It'll be all good.
You thought we were so professional. You had the whole wrong picture.
I thought there needed to be some bar, but that proved to me the bar was a lot lower than I thought. Pro streamers, it was like a $20 capture card, Cranky. It was not $5, but basically yes.
We should do a series of reaction videos reacting to old Beyond the Brick content.
Yeah, why not? We should have done that at the beginning of the pandemic when the content was slow. Now you got plenty of stuff coming out with the shows you're going to.
That's true. When shows pick back up here. Dan, what are you working on there?
Monkey Kid.
Oh yeah.
This is actually one of the best sets I've built in a long time. Just trying to figure out what I've done wrong here, though, because that doesn't want to connect.
Yeah, I was building that last week.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, God, what an amazing set.
All those glow-in-the-dark parts, really nice.
Oh, all the glow-in-the-dark stuff, the actual just the component tree, when you're building the whole set, and then you're like, what is going on here? And then you put it all together in the end, and you get this massive massive model where all of these pieces can come together. It's just it's actually really, really cool. I definitely rate this one.
Kirk, how's your build going along?
You know, it's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. Gosh, it's a reference.
You're Marty McFly.
I got it. I got it, Kirk.
Boy, no, it's pretty neat so far. I am almost finished. I think I have 2 more bags left, and then I'll be done. So I'm just working on, I guess, more of the interior part of it, like the mechanism, and then I guess the rest will be covering up the gaps and stuff. So
I've been working on the police station modular, the Chris McVeigh design here.
When did you get that?
I've had it sitting around for a little while. I wanted to build all those Creator 3-in-1 sets first, and then I was like, yeah, I'll build this.
Did you get it for review?
No, not like when it first, yeah, it's not when it first came out or anything.
It's been sitting here for 6 months. All right.
No.
I still yet to pick that one up.
It's been a long time since I built a modular building, so I wanted to give this one a shot.
Yeah,
I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to build in this corner over here. I got to finish that Monkey Kid set that Dan's building. The other 2 of those, the Daily Bugle, whole pile of stuff. But yep.
This is cool. This is actually really cool.
It is the full screen, Dan. Let's see it. I guess that's.
That's fine, John.
All right, show it, Dan. Come on.
Woo.
Ooh.
So it's there's a whole bunch of apart from that bit that fell off. So this is a little build in itself. Trying to get it. This little spider, just some random little spider, and that attaches for the big model down in here. If I can get it to stick, there we go. And then this scorpion, essentially, the 2 arms that come out the front of the scorpion end up coming off and becoming the arms on the big model here. And then the 2 other big spiders, these big cauldron spiders, end up becoming the shoulder guards.
Oh, wow.
So it all comes together there. The whole thing, when it's in pieces, this center section, the body section, becomes like a cage or I don't know, the baddie hides out inside here.
Yeah.
These can come down, but they can't come down with the arms in the way. The ribs basically separate, and then that inner piece there folds open. There's a heck of a lot going on here. This is really cool. And all the glow in the dark pieces, just make this set even next level.
Brian Wind is out of the sale, all built up for the Luigi and now released.
I wonder what it would look like if I turn my lights off.
Oh. How does that compare to the last wave? Because you built the last round of Monkey Kid sets as well.
Oh, this is next level, I've got to say. The last wave was pretty cool. I really enjoyed the Flower Fruit Mountain, but it was just so static. But this here is up with that the big red mech from the first wave. This is
the warrior mech.
Yeah, the warrior mech, and even to be fair, I think this has probably got a couple of points on the warrior mech, just with the functionality and the ability to be able to have it as multiple different models and or this one big monster model. So and actually I haven't even finished yet, because there's another piece on here on this sort of like this doorway that head comes off and needs to go onto it yet. So there's still more to assemble. Actually, let me stick that on there, and then I'll turn my lights off and I'll see if we can. The screens might not help too much, but
do it.
We'll see if we can get the glow in the dark action. Yeah, this is super cool.
Is it just the midsection that's glow in the dark, or?
Yes, there's so a little bit of horn. The horns on the head are glow in the dark up here. The round, which one am I pointing at? The round pieces on the big spiders here, they're glow in the dark, and then all of the ribs and all of these sort of smaller bone pieces. All right, lights off. Ding, ding.
Ooh.
No, I think that's just
sounds super
reflecting off the
glowy.
screen.
Yeah.
It's just reflecting off the screen.
You gotta put it up against a
Hey, turn
light
off
real
all your
close.
monitors.
Well, hang on a minute. Just give me a minute. And we'll
Just
see.
stick it up in your key light for 2 seconds, and then
Stick
And
it
say,
up
hold it
there.
up there.
yeah.
Pretty good workout on the arms, Oh.
It's still not going to work though because of the glare off the monitor.
I think it'll be more noticeable though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there you go. You can
Yeah,
see
we
some
can see
glow
it now.
you
happening.
can tell where the glow would happen. That's cool.
Yeah.
What's good is that the stickers, they don't compromise the glow on there, do they?
No, because they're clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can actually see it in the brick. It is a lot more clear than it is just a reflection off the screen.
That would definitely be neat, like really, really in the dark.
Okay, I have questions.
So
So
who about what?
for-
Your financial
for Dan.
situation or like?
wow, no, for Dan about this build.
Okay. Right.
Because Dan started building this last night on stream with me. And about the point where we ended, we realized that it transforms into not that. Do you have to do anything to it to make it swap? Or is it just like that? When we figured out it's a scorpion.
Yeah, so you just the body section just goes on top, but all you have to do is shift essentially the like the scorpion's pincers from down here up to the arms on the main model. So they double as the scorpion's pincer arms essentially, and then the rest of it, it's quite clever because the scorpion body. The scorpion body in one direction looks like a scorpion body, but in this direction, it still looks like the scorpion body. But because it's now standing up, it's it's really clever because without that, if you take the main body off, there's a bit of articulation in here, similar to that mech that they did where it joins at the knees, and then that becomes, if you imagine that now with the two big arms coming out the front as the pincers, and now you've got a pretty reasonable scorpion looking thing as well. So
That is impressive the way that it just be
I think they did really well to get it to look pretty good from all directions. Normally a model will look pretty, naff from one side or the other, but this one they've actually gone all out to make it reasonably good looking from both directions and functional. So yeah, great job on this one, I have to say. Great job. I'll pull the arms off and put them on the scorpion. I'm actually really looking forward to Pigsy's noodle tank as well. That one looked really cool too. The big bowl looking thing that's made into a tank.
That did look cool, yeah. Brian, so we haven't had a Mario Nintendo product predictions from you in a while. So now that we got these latest sets have been revealed. I know that you mentioned your top 3 that you want, but do you have any other predictions on what you think they might be doing?
Okay, so I didn't want to go into the diatribe, even though this is the time for me to do it on the quarantine cast, right? Luigi reveal day. But like, I don't know if the people are interested in hearing that sort of thing.
I am.
Okay. So
I'm interested.
Oh, you are? Okay. So my initial reasoning, and Nick can back me up on this because he validated me. Okay. my logic for as to why they would not do Luigi was sound in that I did not believe that they would do the Mario branded suits for Luigi, that Nintendo would have a problem with that because the branding and the suits are sometimes different. Would they make the same suits for Luigi? Would they not do Luigi? Whatever, right?
Right.
So I think that's a fair assumption to make, especially with how Nintendo is like, how they are with their properties. So my logic was that they would do Mario, and that's great. A lot of technology goes into that. And then for Luigi, if they do Mario, great. And then they can do Mario and Luigi. When you think Mario, you think probably, Mario and Luigi. Those are the two main characters. There you go. Now, after that point, what do you think would happen for main characters? What is the logical third character that they would do to accompany with Mario and Luigi? I think that answer for an interactive character is Peach, because she's always a player 3 in like Mario Party games. You have two guys that are here. You have Princess Peach. I think a lot of little girls and guys would appreciate being able to play as Peach. Her gameplay is different compared to Mario and Luigi. So I think that would definitively require a different mold of some kind, or definitely different suits. I don't think you can make it work in the same exact way.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, just the fact that she has like a big poofy dress on, like Mario and Luigi, you can change the size of them a little bit and tweak it, but still make those suits work. But with Peach, I don't see that really working.
Really?
Okay,
No.
so
it's feasible.
If you take this, right, and let's pretend on the very bottom, well, maybe that's a sensor problem. They would have to cover up this little section. See where there's like a black section at the bottom? Like that would have to be the dress all the way through, like that.
Right.
And it couldn't go out like a poofy dress, but it could go forward and not backward. To the sides, because the arms got to move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you could just have the flare from the point of like the legs or something.
As long as it doesn't. Yeah,
you could have it still pull off like the other ones, and then swap out for any of the power-ups. And then her could be like their hat, so she could wear any of the other hats as well.
I don't see. Okay, so this is, as we say in the industry, a slippery slope. Okay, because Peach is a logical third player. Well, then who's player 4? Typically in a Mario game, it's Toad.
Nope, Daisy.
No, it's Toad.
They're not gonna make Daisy.
I think they eliminated Toad as ever being a character that you could
correct
the moment they put him in.
Correct. I agree.
That's disappointing.
Because they made the little one.
And other than Toad, who is a character that accompanies Mario, Luigi, and all of them as a rideable character or as a player 4? Sometimes is also Yoshi. And Yoshi they already made as an NPC character as well, which I think is a disappointment, because in the newer Mario sets, what you do with Luigi, which I don't know if it'll be backward compatible with the old Yoshi. None of us have tested it, but you go up to Yoshi, scan it, and then it basically acts as if you were riding Yoshi, where if you stomp on an enemy, it'll take less hits because the Yoshi that is on the center screen will take in the enemy, and then that's it, right?
Gotcha.
So I think if they do a next character, it would logically be Peach. And I know, like, Serious Sam in the chat is like, Wario. Okay, where do you draw your line for a player 4? Because Wario would count, Waluigi, Toad, Yoshi, Birdo, Daisy. So for right now, I think they're going to keep it as the Mario Brothers, those two. And that would be it. I don't know how many more of these $60 starter courses they can afford to sell to people and have them buy. That's a lot of money. Like, if you want to play 2-player, that's $120 retail for these kits. That's a lot of money, especially when you compare it to a standard Nintendo Switch price. That's $60, and you have hours and hours of gameplay. That's a lot of money for 2-player. Like, you're gonna come out with a third one, and then who? So I think they'll keep it to player 2, and the reason.
Can I throw out another idea?
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe, actually, I do like Yagi's suggestion of something like Donkey Kong, like start to branch into other, franchises. I do think a potential bad guy though could be cool, where like you get to play through levels as a bad guy, and there might be different types of things you need to do.
Who would it be?
The way you would play through as a regular character, which would add a ton of variety to the gameplay. So I think some sort of bad guy could eventually make sense.
But if it's not Bowser, it wouldn't be Bowser Jr. It wouldn't be a Koopaling. Who would it be?
I don't know. You should know these things. That's why I suggested.
Honestly, I think that adding any more Bluetooth figures is going to be a mistake. As much as I'd like to see Peach, already just having two people in front of, you can't, these kids aren't making massive courses that stretch out across your whole living room, right? Having two is already enough to have two people's hands like going through the whole thing. I think having 3 or 4 is just going to be chaos and it's going to be too much.
And when you're doing 2-player, even 1-player, like, so you'll see in the video when I talk about all the stuff, I try to do the Lakitu set by myself with Luigi and then just by myself. Like trying to get that Lakitu to spin off is like, you're aggressive with it, trying to like pull it, get him to spin off. Like,
it's really hard. It is really hard.
I had negative feels about that set.
And I'm like a grown man trying to do this, let alone like 2 kids that are going to be so like 3-player. That's going to get a little bit crazy. And I am of the belief if they came out with a Peach's Castle and had Peach be a interactive character, then that would be a mistake because just as many people would want to play as Peach as a player 3 across the board. She's important enough that, and it has like a unique enough moveset that she'd be worth having as an interactive figure. So if they just keep it to the Mario Bros and that's it, then that would mean that there wouldn't be many more playsets coming for years to come, at least, because there's only 2 figures. You got to keep it spicy. You got to release new stuff, right? So if that's,
are you going to be upset if they make a playset Peach's Castle with a brick-built Peach?
I personally would not be upset, but I think a lot of little girls who want to be able to play as Peach would be very upset. And I think that's a very big missed opportunity. There has to be some sort of representation there, not for the sake of just having the representation, but for the gameplay aspect of it too. She's worth what? Like, there have been plenty of times where I've played as Peach and Rosalina in Mario games because they are like incredibly helpful in the game. And for anybody who's played Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, you'll know that Rabbid Peach is one of the best characters in that game. She's one of the best. All right. I'm not even kidding. I'm 100% serious, like always on the team. So I think that would be a missed opportunity. But they didn't make Bowser as an interactive figure. They made him as a NPC character, which I'm like, okay, sure. So if they made a brick-built Peach, okay, but there has to be some minifigures or something. They know people want minifigures. They know it. Like, that's the thing I see in the Twitter threads that are like, hey, where is this? That was the thing before it was the 501st set or Commander Cody or I don't know, whatever the kids are hoping for now. One of those. Brian, what if Lego Mario dies? I think so. I actually talked about this with Matt of the Bricks King podcast. He was on a couple of weeks ago, but with the way that Nintendo and Lego are now just teaming up together with all of the franchises they have of all time, it is the equivalent of if Star Wars and Lego just started working together last year. How many movies and games and references they would have to pull from to catch up. That's just as much history, if not a little bit more material to pull from comparatively to Star Wars. Between all the Mario games, Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Smash Brothers in general, plenty of time. So Lego knows that people want Zelda. It's very apparent. There are definitely Zelda fans in Denmark. They're not stupid, right? They know. So I've Rabbid Peach's Castle. That'd be great. The Power Glove. Yeah, there's so many possibilities. So if I had to take a guess, I would say, because if you look, I'm rambling here. Sorry, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Whatever. If you look at the Lego Mario stuff, and Dan will be able to speak to this probably when he gets back from his coffee. But if you look at the Lego Mario stuff at Target right now, all right, just for example, the starter course for Mario is on sale, 20% off. You know, you have some of these sets half off. You know, they're not selling. The fact that they're on sale for any Lego set is not a good sign, because Lego typically appropriately prices whatever the thing is from the get, and they don't like lowering the price always. And I have seen the Boomerbill Barrage, Piranha Plant Power Slide, like the Toad's Treasure Hunt. They don't say 20% off anymore. The standard price is $23.99. And for Toad's Treasure Hunt, it's $59.99, or $55.99, which is a better price for this stuff compared to $70. So is it selling well because it's Mario, or selling well because kids really love this stuff? I don't know. So what would spice that up? Probably have a minifigure based stuff. I would say one more round of the play stuff. And then if anything, I've had the theory that maybe because Illumination is working on the Lego or the Super Mario movie, same people that make Minions, Universal, and all that, they would be inclined to make Lego Mario movie sets where we would see minifigure based things. But
wait, has this whole thing been just a way to get more Minion sets? Is that what I'm hearing?
yeah, and you know, luckily instead of it going to me, it's going to go to Kirk. So that's something to look forward to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just as long as we get more of them, that's all I care.
Mm-hmm. No, right, exactly. So Lego Super Smash Brothers with the Lego Bluetooth figures. Yeah, no, I don't think that'll happen. But I know they're on sale here, a lot of these, but also a lot of these character packs are going for a lot of money on the aftermarket too. That's just the power of Nintendo and Super Mario. People are realizing that too. So
I would also throw out though into that discussion, like Lego City's like almost always on sale at most other retailers, right? Like there are a lot of themes that Lego will happily keep on sale as. So I don't like necessarily know if I would say that's the strongest indication of like, you know, whether or not they're doing well, because just like I feel like a common practice Lego uses, they probably slightly overprice their sets, put them on sale, and it helps incentivize people to want to buy it because people see a sale and they, you know, immediately think, oh, I'm getting a deal. Let me get this.
right. No, I can see that argument too. I know Lego prefers not to put things like that on sale.
No, I know what you mean in that sense too, though.
Yeah. And I know sets like the Master Your Adventure course for 60, that's not resonating very well at all because there's not a lot to be drawn to it. I think the Airship will sell incredibly well, but that's because it looks like a set. It doesn't look like a play set. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. We will not know about new Mario stuff until we see whatever this alleged $170 set is rumored to be. And we won't talk about it even if we knew what it was until it's officially announced, if it ever is, whatever. But then January 1st, presumably, would be even more stuff. So we will see in due time. I know for me, I've kind of gotten over this isn't quite minifigures. This isn't what I want. I'm just happy to get this stuff. Maybe that's just because I've been reviewing it and just happy to have it. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
It's good. You just enjoy it.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, you just mentioned the NES set and like that people probably bought the Super Mario to put on top of the NES. Did anyone try Luigi on top of it?
I'm an idiot. Like
I'm also an idiot. Oh,
What are you all doing? Okay, you're supposed to be professional
Oh,
and
boy.
be on top of this stuff.
I thought about it, but I figured that it probably wouldn't do anything different because it's Mario on the NES.
true.
A little
Oh, they
bigger.
should have included a little Luigi when you buy the Luigi set. So if you wanted to, you could like pop him on instead.
So April was a professional, but just too lazy to do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, see, now this would be a good reason because if they did the SNES, they could arguably do a 16-bit Luigi, and then you could maybe swap that for the one on the NES.
I can confirm it does the exact same thing.
No different sounds or anything?
Nope.
Gotcha.
Man, that would have been great, like a great Easter egg, though, if it did something different.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine if what would really get people in a tizzy? Imagine if on the VIP program they're like, you get a special print Luigi to replace with your NES. Oh man, people would be so mad. Oh, that would be awesome. Oh man.
That would create some.
Lego,
chaos,
do not
I'm
listen
sure.
to Brian. That is a horrible idea. Please
Don't listen to that idea. That's a bad one.
Brian has mostly good ideas, but occasionally he has some like that.
That's an evil idea, is it what that is? Does Luigi ask for Mario? I don't know. I think test that one too. Unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of time to test it. I mean, I said I had it for a month, but we didn't get the app update until a week ago to update the firmware.
Okay.
Where Luigi wouldn't even work with a lot of the suits that came before it. Like, it just wouldn't be compatible. So we didn't have a lot of time, unfortunately.
They do have, if like you knock over Mario or Luigi, the other one asks if they're okay.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
So is there supposed to be a new set reveal at the Lego Con this weekend?
They said a demonstration of Lego Luigi and whatever. I would be over the moon if they announced whatever that set was at that point. But I don't know. Sorry, go ahead, April.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think that the only thing that that was gonna officially have a reveal was Star Wars. They were just gonna go over the new Mario stuff and new Minecraft stuff and all that.
Finally, a change in subject. Let's talk about Star Wars.
Dan's been waiting to jump back in.
God.
The problem is when everybody gets so upset that the new set reveals at LegoCon is probably going to be stuff that we've already seen recently.
Cranky says they're revealing the next idea set at LegoCon. Cranky, look me in the eyes through the internet. I promise you that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen for a variety of reasons.
Anyway, back to Star Wars.
So, is the Star Wars stuff, April? We talked about it on B2B TV, right?
We've talked about it here too, I think, because somebody revealed stuff.
So there's a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff that got revealed from what, a Japanese Lego catalog?
Yeah.
Lego is so uptight about these leaks, but then you have Amazon Australia, Amazon China, Lego Japan, and it's like, here we are just sitting here taking the drops of rain out of the sky, and there's a waterfall whooshing, coming out of Denmark itself. Like, all right. Sure.
I tell you what, I am gonna be bitterly disappointed if the Star Wars reveal on LegoCon is one of those 3 sets that we've already seen.
I can't imagine it being the gunship. This is a kids' event. Now, the gunship's not for kids.
Doesn't matter. It's still Clone Wars. It's still, kid centric, and
they would have been to like beg my parents to spend like $400 to $500 on like a
true
as a kid.
Yeah, it's based on an animation.
I would have been cutting lawns all summer at 11 years old. I don't care. I would have gone crazy. I don't know. I definitely understand the like why it wouldn't make sense, but like having been the kid who loved Lego Star Wars, I have to disagree.
I can understand why it would make sense to be the gunship. It just, kid-centric event or not. Do you want to do a reveal of your flagship set for the year, or do you want to do a reveal of some play set?
Dan.
Well, but the play sets are geared towards children. What if those kids want the brand new whatever Boba Fett with the Slave One?
But they're a dime a dozen, those sets. Come on, reveal your flagship set.
You think kids care about that?
That's not the flagship set. You're forgetting about the alleged $800 AT-AT for this November.
It's the flagship set for this half.
What? Is that a rumor?
$800 AT-AT.
Yeah, I've said it on this stream before. Do you not remember?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
thousands of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a solid rumor. They rumored that's going to be a UCS AT-AT coming around.
I'd love to see how many rumors have been false over the last few years because I feel like
None.
about
Literally
Not a
none.
lot.
Anytime, because not enough people in the Lego rumor mill, all these people like diluting it. And then the thing is, even on April 1st, someone posted, "Oh, we're getting a Lego Adidas sneaker."
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Hey guys, great joke. All right, let's back it." Hey Dan, what do you got behind you there? What do you got? Yeah, all right.
By the way, that set I think has been getting some like hate from people for some reason. I think it's fantastic. It was such a fun build, very unique build, which I always appreciate, and it looks awesome on display, in my opinion. I don't understand why there's so many people disliking it.
I don't understand how like Lego fans don't recognize like the sneaker market. Like shoes probably have a better like retaining value than Lego sets do. Like for secondhand market stuff, like the shoe market's wild. So like,
Yeah,
I think like
right. You have to find the specific shoes though, but you are correct. They hold their value higher.
Mhm.
I see lines more regularly at shoe stores than I do at Lego stores. 100%.
and I agree with Josh. I've seen a lot of hate for the shoe on local sites here as well, and I've seen it before in the past with other sets that people have hated on big time, and then once they've hit the shelves and people have sort of got hands on with them, they kind of change their mind. And I feel like the shoe's probably one of those because on the face of it, what is it? You look at it, it's a shoe, but there is a lot going on within the build of it. There's a couple of little Easter eggs, and it is just a fun build with some cool stuff. So we'll see. I think that it'll probably get a little more love once it sort of
unofficial
filters out a little bit.
An official Lego lace, folks. Like, I don't know. This is like a game changer for building.
No. To be fair, mate, you could go and buy 100 of those laces from your local shop, and no one would know the difference.
I don't care. They're Lego ones. I deep down in my heart, my purest soul will know. I'm not kidding. That's what counts.
Sweet. I have a Bricklink store with 1,000 Lego laces in it right now. $5 a lace, man. $5 a lace. It's a bargain.
I do think that's the biggest mistake with that set. I like the shoe, but I do think that having the shoelace as an official numbered part in the Lego catalog now, they could have done something on the little end of the lace or just anything on there to make it Lego, and not just, hey, my Lego shoelace is worn out now, I'm just gonna run to Walmart and pick up a new white shoelace and throw it in there.
That I you should have done something.
Yeah, like a clear Lego logo on the, what is the plastic part of a shoelace called? There's a name for that and I can't remember.
Yeah.
But that part of it.
The aglet.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you.
That's such a weird name.
It is Kirk coming in here dropping
right?
a knowledge bomb.
A lot of people
And
in
the thing
Twitch chat
is-
getting it too.
The thing is, I don't even care about shoes. That's the thing. That's
The
the thing.
aglet. Well, why do you even know that knowledge? What are you on, like a quiz team or something?
Yeah, Kirk is going to win bar trivia when he turns 21. That'd be great. I'm not kidding either.
Once they let him into the bar, he'll do really well.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
And fun fact for anybody out there that has like long shoelaces, if you ever need to like trim them, if you cut them and then you use a lighter on the edge of them, that will like keep it from fraying. That's how you shorten your laces, just so you know.
What's the situation where you need to shorten your laces like that? This is so dire.
Well, because sometimes you get super long laces,
Right,
and then you got
it
to
is
cut them,
annoying.
and then
Yep.
and so you take a lighter to the end of the tip, so that way they don't fray all the time.
Fun
Don't
fact.
give me that look, April. Like that's a helpful tip.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you. I'll
This
Sometimes
will
keep that.
save someone's life.
Right, you got to snip the aglet, and then you just burn the tip, and that's it.
Right. Burn the tip. Mm-hmm.
Sounds fair. Or you can just
I'm
go buy
building
shorter
these,
shoelaces.
Masters, anybody? Or
I'm sorry, what, Nick?
Lego Masters?
Yeah, where's Moto? Where's
Oh wait, we got to talk about your build from this past week.
Yeah, Brian, did you take yours apart already?
No, it's sitting on the floor.
Oh, good. Okay, mine's also sitting on the floor. You want to grab them?
Yeah, sure. All right, hold on.
I'm hoping the Beyond the Brick crew likes mine better than yours, and I can get some redemption here.
I didn't get a chance to see the stream this week, so I haven't seen these yet.
Admittedly, I was definitely frazzled for the first like 30 minutes.
So the challenge was to build a tower on a shake plate. Obviously, we don't have a shake plate, so we just tried to build the tallest tower that could withstand a little, I guess, wiggling. I don't know. But I built this tower.
Okay.
It's really substantial in size.
Colorful, blocky.
Yep, exactly. It's all flush on the sides here, but it's using a variety of colors going in the order of the pride flag, because I didn't end up doing a rainbow build for Tricky Bricks. So I'm like, yeah, well, 2 birds, 1 stone. There's a little, reception tower on the top too with all the colors, 1 piece for each color. So that's my tower. Size comparison to my head. It's pretty big.
Since we
Now
all know the
shake it.
dimension.
I got a big head, It's just
Come on, now's your opportunity. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it real good.
now, admittedly,
pretty good.
both
Pretty
of our
good.
builds at the very bottom, they come apart like that. But if we had a wider tower, that wouldn't happen. But we chose to go with these same dimensions for
Very
both of us.
similar dimensions. Yeah.
So what did Nick do then?
This substantially smaller tower. I spent like the first 30 minutes working on a structural core. So mine actually had
Whoa.
a vertically built snot core that in theory would add a lot of strength. And I'm using this because I don't have anything else to hold over Brian's head for this one, but I can hold my build perfectly sideways without issue. And I think that kind of helps demonstrate that this is a pretty strong build, right? And that I can confidently do this,
Right.
not worry about the weight of it kind of breaking it. So
It's
I
also-
put that out there, but yeah, otherwise they're pretty much equal in strength.
Yours is more visually appealing, though. You did things like sort of like the castle effect there at the bottom and
Yeah,
stuff.
I did try
Brian's is
to
very
pick out a little
blocky.
bit of a theme and have a little bit of a pattern going, but
Nah. Brian, turn yours up. Yeah, turn
I'm
it.
aware of that.
turn it,
Dave.
turn it.
Thank you for the reminder.
Keep going. Keep going. Oh,
Okay,
boom.
Nick, you win.
And it's ultimately what were we gonna do? We had the same amount of pieces. It was very it's not like we could go off and build giant towers with hundreds of the same pieces and stuff like that. So I think we both did well within the boundaries that we had. But Brian took the smarter approach right off the bat, and that definitely left me in the dust on that one. So
Man,
And then,
Brian's just winning things left and right.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I'm on a little bit of a hot streak, but we'll see what happens for tonight's episode and all that.
which will be, I believe, a wearable theme.
Oh, the hat episode.
The hat episode, which I have plenty of experience with here. You can see from all my fashionable wearables.
Okay. So you got to redeem yourself and beat out Brian in this one?
I mean, look at that ensemble. I can't compete with that, even with the suit.
Actually, I can even go the extra.
Nate's mama in the chat. Yeah, looks like Brian, 8-year-old built it. I like Nick's.
I mean,
Thanks,
a little
Yvonne.
bit. Sorry, Brian.
No, it was intentional. We're working with limited pieces. We're doing what
Brian's
we can.
has story. He's built the pride flag into it. Come on.
Listen, I tried that color, that ice blue at the top. That there were 10 pieces total. I tried. But
We're already getting hyped for the hats. So this is actually going to be very exciting. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh boy. I finished the set now. So
Ooh, very nice.
there it is. Yes.
Do you have a
I will
Stuart,
say
a Stuart
Well,
Harris minifig to put with it?
I don't. That would have been nice if they included a minifigure with this, but overall, I still say the model was very impressive, and this function for the functionality of the machine. I find this just very soothing for some reason. I don't know. I could just like mess around with that all day. So yeah, it's a nice set. I'll put this somewhere on my shelf and have it on display.
Awesome. No, it's a cool build. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kirk, have you had the opportunity yet to explain exactly why you're dressed like Marty McFly? Or we just had too much Mario stuff going on.
That's part of it. That's part of it. Yes, too much Mario. Yeah. So I am wearing this because I have a video I'm working on for my other channel. But it's not Lego related. So if you guys are thinking that there's a certain vehicle coming out, I don't know anything. It has nothing to do with that. It's just an action figure that I'm going to be reviewing of a Marty McFly figure. So that's why.
Dude, that's what we should do. Every time we find out about something, we should dress as a thing the week before and give an indication. Ooh. So I'm gonna get. Wait. So I had to. No, it has to be that. So Kirk doesn't know anything. That's not even a thing. But like, whatever. So for Home Alone, I'm gonna take an iron to my head and then just right here, right in the
Brian's
middle.
just gonna sit like
Brian, please film that. Do it live
the
on
whole time.
I'm gonna electrocute myself by shoving a fork into a light socket, and then I'll get the hair like I did, you know. But
yeah,
yeah,
everybody's like, can't wait to see Brian in the pink dress and blonde wig.
Oh.
Oh man, that'd be
boy.
incredible. I thought about that. I'm like, yeah, maybe not for that one. I'm good.
Oh man, come on, you can do it. I've worn a tutu on stream. It's not that bad.
Can you get your
But
nails
then
done too?
But then again, I have, literally no reputation, so yeah, it's all good.
This is
Yes,
Brian's very, very big reputation to uphold.
this is true.
Yeah.
You got a lot to lose. I did once have my nails painted on stream. This is true. But
Yeah, Nick-
yesterday I managed to fix April's key light from 8,000 miles away. That was pretty dope.
Whoa. She had to
Mhm.
call up tech support.
Didn't need to. I just banged my table.
It's true. Though.
Josh, the look you just gave.
That's it, then.
But I'm
It's
very
gonna make
confused.
sense if you didn't see
boy.
it. So,
Yeah.
but Kirk was the real MVP and clipped it for us.
Yeah, I was up working on finding these exact same clothes, and then I was like, you know what? I wonder who's live. And I go on Twitch and I see April's live, and not long after her key light goes out, Dan is just like, I can't remember what he said exactly. No, my light went out. And then he bangs the table, and April's light turns on at that exact moment. And I was like, I gotta clip this.
And it was a
Wow.
callback too, because in my previous clips from a long time ago, when I didn't have key lights, I had box lights. One of the light bulbs was going janky and like was flickering, and then it just went off. And I was like, "Oh, my light just went out," and I just went pff, and hit my table, and it flickered back on because it like connected just enough with the light bulb. So that's what Dan was doing, was like making fun of that clip, and then
It
then
just happened.
that second it turned back on. It was wild.
That's crazy.
You couldn't even plan something that good, I don't think.
Magic of live streaming.
That's right. It's a beautiful thing. That's why we're 57 episodes in here, right, Brian?
57.
Brian's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe we're still here."
By the way, what are we going to do when quarantine time is over? Are we going to change the name of this?
Probably.
Just like-
well,
Just the apprehension. You're like,
but we're still figuring it out.
we have to have a post-show meeting. We'll figure it out.
Sounds good.
We'll figure it out.
We'll still live stream.
Yeah, It'll go back to once a year. We got to allocate 24 hours of quarantine cast into 24.
I mean, we built up all this Twitch audience now, so we got to do something with it. I mean, maybe it's either that or I start streaming Fortnite.
No. Listen, I know you gotta monetize the audience somehow. You know, you gotta the Twitch audience.
Right. I'm just here to milk every viewer for as much as possible.
Yes, give us your money. Give them your money.
Yes, don't give it to Brian.
You're funding all the pickleball tournaments, you know?
Yes.
Speaking of which, got a big tournament this weekend, so I'm not going to be able to see the Lego Con happening.
So, like a true professional, I went to Joshua. I messaged him. I'm like, hey, you know what would be really great is if we did a watch along for Lego Con. He's like, yeah, man, that does sound like a great idea. I'm going to be out in the sun all day, so have fun with that. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm doing this. All right, cool.
All right, wait, Brian, are you doing it on the Beyond the Brick?
No, I'm doing it on my channel.
Oh, okay.
You could do it on Beyond the Brick, I guess, if you wanted, but since we're not going to be here, it'd probably be easiest just to.
I mean, it could be like the gaming streams. We got to have that post show meeting. We've been needing to do this meeting for like 3 weeks.
Oh boy, we can talk outside of just Tuesdays, Brian.
No, but I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, really, more than one day a week it's a little much.
Josh, I have boundaries. Okay.
Oh, I understand. You're a busy man. You've got a lot of like brand deals, #, marketing,
multi-million-dollar deals. Got to talk to my financial advisor. I got to meet up with Kevin on Thursday. Lot of deals.
Does Kevin still do his art streams every week?
As a top tier supporter on Patreon of his, you should know that he does it every Friday.
Oh wow, I should, but I don't.
Oh boy.
Cold out.
Of which the perk of supporting Kevin on Patreon at the highest tier is you get one of his stickers every time they come out. And then the Hanlons were like, you know what? We don't really need these. We just give them to Brian. You know?
No, legit.
Great.
I told Brian we're like Kevin's grandma. We don't really understand any of the stuff he does, but we're always there to support him. Because he makes all of these things based on stuff that I've no idea what it is. So I'm like, just keep doing your thing, but we're going to send this to Brian.
Yeah, so I got all the dog stickers. I got all sorts
And then he
of
made
stuff.
those dogs, and I was even more disappointed.
I forgot. Yeah, you don't like dogs. Oh,
Not enough World War II tanks in there for your life.
I know. This is not in my wheelhouse at all.
Yeah. Come on, Kevin.
He
Up
did
your
say, and
game, man.
I won't say because maybe it's a surprise, but he did say he's got a series coming out like later this year or next year that sounds pretty cool that I think I'll be more interested in. But I hope you enjoy getting that stuff, Brian.
Oh yeah, no, I do. I'm seeing him on Thursday. He's coming up to my neck of the woods. We're gonna peruse around Boston.
Oh, nice.
Just curious, what's Kirk building? He's building up a nice financial portfolio for his future. As a matter of fact, looking like that. Yep.
No,
Either that or he's going yachting with the boys later today.
That's like a life preserver. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna go out on the third yacht that Declan has.
Oh boy. No, I just put it away. It's a shame that you asked that now. I was building this set. Started it. What was this? The previous episode of Quarantine Cast, and then I just finished it today. This is the Lego house exclusive, the brick molding machine. So that's what I was working on. But now I'm just sitting here and hopefully going to speak more now that I'm finished building.
Here's where I'm at. I've got the donut shop finished almost. It's a super fun build so far. I love that donut shop. It's making me really hungry for some donuts, actually. Man, I'm going to need some soon after this. But this is a fun build so far.
I like that whenever Kirk talks, they put the Kirk emote in the Twitch chat.
I really wonder why they do that. I'm just noticing that. I'm just noticing that. Why do you guys do that?
Because Kirk
we still only have those 3 emotes, right? We're supposed to be making something like tank related, aren't we?
Allegedly. I don't know how much you want to. So is anyone a member on YouTube? They can test if they have If are the emotes in here?
They're
Oh,
supposed
they are.
to be.
Yeah,
John
yeah.
said they were.
Yep, they are. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
They're on Twitch and on there. I mean, there can be more emotes made. I know people.
Because I rarely speak. Well, that's because everyone else is having such captivating conversations about Mario and Luigi that I don't have time to speak. That's
Kirk.
why.
Even when I've given you the layup on Lego Marvel discussion, you're like, this looks like a cool set.
Well, because some of them I don't. Some of them I don't care about.
You think I care about half the things we talk about on here either? No, you just gotta, just gotta talk.
Listen,
right,
Brian,
well-
not everyone is as naturally chatterboxy as you are, all right?
Here's the thing. I can be chatty. I can. I don't know. I don't know what does it for me. Sometimes I can be super talkative with people if it's just me and I'm just like there, just in my zone. There's proof of it out there. But I don't know what it is that when I get on these streams, it's like everything else that gets discussed, like I'll have something to say about it, but then it kind of just stops there. And I'm like, okay, well, what's the next topic? So I don't know.
You know, my
Joshua,
favorite stream that with
What?
the best opinions that Kirk has ever shared was our Galador
April
stream
Fool's
we did on
stream.
April 1st.
Yeah.
Oh boy. A stream where I said nothing for like the entire thing. I really tried to keep it in, and then eventually I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grab this like Lego art off the wall and just cover my face because I can't keep myself from laughing right now. I just couldn't. Oh man.
Bubble Laveau, you're right. Kirk carried my whole blacksmith stream that I did.
This is true.
Yeah,
This
he
is
did.
This is true. I literally
did.
like everyone was talking with me, and I'm like, I love talking with people. I just don't know what it is with these streams that I don't know. It's weird.
You did a blacksmith stream and didn't invite me to talk about medieval metalsmithing?
I have to use the facilities. I'll return in a moment here. I'm going to put the B right there. There we go. Nice and focus. All right.
Jake says Kirk won't stop talking on his own streams. This is true. This is true. I was talking a lot with April and Indiana and everyone that was popping by. Yeah, it's true. Just I don't know. You got to give me some time. That's all. But yeah. That's the thing. I don't have anything else to build. I finished building. Well, no, I will have something else to build soon, but that's not here yet, and I don't. No, I can't talk about it. I can't. But something's on the way.
Oh, man,
It'll be
super
here.
secret.
It'll be here Monday.
What could it be? We already know
What
there's
could
that
it be?
UTS Trolls set coming.
No. Okay. Here's the thing with that. So you said trolls, and then Brian said minions, and I saw something on.
And
on
you're
the
equally
interweb.
excited for both.
All I'm saying is I saw something on Instagram that someone posted, and I was like, okay, obviously this isn't the thing, but now that's got me kind of concerned, like, am I actually getting something related to this theme? 'Cause I really don't want to.
It's free Lego, Kirk. Don't complain. I don't want to hear you complain about free Lego, okay?
It's the thing I saw that I'm just like, oh no.
So ungrateful.
Mhm.
boy.
I think I know
But
what
no,
you
the
saw,
other-
and I would be scared too.
Yeah, I saw something. But the other thing that's coming that'll be here on Monday, if whatever the kids are saying is true, I'm excited to see how it actually looks. I'm excited to see how it looks. But yeah. That Trolls hot air balloon set was a good set. No, there are some good sets in the Troll like wave of
Too
sets
late.
that they have
Too
in
late,
like parts. No, look, I'm not complaining or bashing the theme. I just, it doesn't appeal to me as a whole. But if it was mock related and you're using parts, sure, I wouldn't mind using parts from it. But I guess like as like collecting, it's not a theme that I would collect.
Yeah, the
This
sets
is
are
why-
amazing.
Yeah.
On
This is why
display,
Sam
but-
Johnson won't let any of those Zelda Castle sets come through on ideas because of that one interaction.
Oh no. Oh no.
So, April, and are you going to be doing any more Luigi, like Mario related streams?
I'm building the airship tonight. and I might work on that other the Lakitu set here soon. I don't know when like our prizes are coming in with the rest of the sets, but might be a while on those. But I'll have to review those at some point when they do.
You know,
Yeah.
rub it in Dan's face.
Sorry, Dan. I think I took Dan's place in the Mario thing because he got kicked out and I wasn't in the first time around, obviously.
Oh
so.
wow, that's even worse.
To be fair, April's a better Mario fan than I am, so you know it was kind of well deserved, if I'm being honest. Joshua, I got a question for you. Does FedEx have a large hub in Indiana?
Does FedEx?
Yeah.
Was that the question?
Yeah.
I think so. I think down in Indianapolis there is a big FedEx hub. Yes, I believe there is.
Makes sense.
Dan's got a weird international package that went through Indiana. Now there's questions.
There is a very big hub. Yes.
There's some stuff coming from Germany that went from Germany to Indianapolis.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Why from Germany to Indianapolis? Why not?
I'm going to go down and see if I
elsewhere?
can pick it up and mess around with it a bit before you send it on.
Yeah, do that. Random. So I figured it just must be the way that FedEx travels as opposed to DHL.
You get stuff via FedEx. We only ever get DHL.
It's not specifically from Lego.
Oh,
Lego. It is Lego, but it's coming via not Lego.
Oh.
It's a different order.
For those in the chat curious, I am out of the suit. My lower body was very wet. So
Goodbye, everybody.
what? It's
You're not
just
supposed
smooth. It was just moist. It's all.
You're not
April's
supposed
out.
to pedal in the suit, man. It's not a wetsuit. You don't pedal in it, okay? Go to the toilet, Brian. Use your pee-pee in the potty.
Fazoom was in here earlier a while back in the chat saying he didn't want to know what that suit was going to be like when you get out of it.
No, Brickman, it is not Leppen. Why would I buy a Leppen? Ugh. And Leppen would come from China, not from Germany.
Brian, how is it that you made something that was already bad so much worse by adding moist into it?
Do you know how many women have said that to me in their lives? It's incredible.
Moist.
Oh boy.
I really don't understand what the
Do we just need to cut it off right now?
what is so bad about the word moist? Come on.
Right,
Is it really that bad of a word? Moist.
No, it's not a bad word.
No, it's not. I don't think it is either.
Moist.
Moist. Moist.
I'm gonna be writing up one of those Instagram messages to Dan right now.
This cake is moist.
What Instagram messages?
Oh, one of those I have to send him when he says things. You know, one of those messages.
Right.
I feel
those
like
warning messages.
Similar to like a taste thing. Like you can like one food and someone else won't. And it's like you can like the sound of a word and someone else won't. I don't know.
It's like that famous Monty Python sketch where they're talking about the tinny words. Has anyone else seen that sketch? Okay, I'm a big Monty Python fan, so that's when my mind usually goes to something they've done when someone talks about that.
Cool.
At least April has seen it.
Yeah, April's a big Monty Python fan too, for some strange reason. Why are we getting chucked under a bus here?
Yeah,
just at the start of the stream, I think the Dan or April let slip Lego Luigi a while ago. No, we didn't. What are you talking about?
I say cancel.
Wait, this clamp guy? What?
No.
Well, I think. What are you talking about?
The Dan.
The Dan.
I think the Dan. Well before anything was ever announced, we called it months and months ago that Luigi was going to come.
Yeah,
It
we
was
had
hinted
lots
at.
of conversations about Luigi
Yeah.
probably going to
Yeah.
exist, but we didn't know or talk about anything until it was leaked by Amazon in China or whatever.
It was
So,
hinted
yeah.
at last year's competition anyway. There was more to come, and we just assumed
Yeah.
that it was going to be Luigi. It was the obvious choice. Oh, did someone open a Discord window with a Luigi in the background or something?
Nope.
Can't have been me because I don't have one. Must have been the April.
The April.
The April. Did you open a
The April.
Discord picture somewhere or something in the background?
I think so.
So you guys talk about Discord a lot. What do you primarily use Discord for? Is it just like a messaging platform, or?
Yeah, we basically just use it to vent about the quarantine cast.
Okay, I mean, I understand the need for that. You probably need
Yeah.
to spend a lot of time working through things on here.
No, we do have a dedicated we need to vent channel, but like not about this.
And you haven't invited me. I see
You
how
don't
it
care
is.
about you don't care about the people we talk about. Or
No,
the
it's because you're
entities.
talking about me. I understand.
No, actually, no. I don't think we've ever. No, never.
No.
Except,
Nah, sorry,
except
Even
Josh.
when I told you when you weren't going to get the sense, I feel like that definitely was a time that you were talking about me.
Yeah, that was the one and only time. I don't know. My Discord, my personal Discord, my favorite channel in there is the pets channel. I like it when people in my Discord post pictures of their pets. Doesn't matter what they are. Doesn't matter if they're dogs. Joshua, we allow cats as well.
You're going to
In
have to
fact,
keep
there was
going
a-
through more animals to interest me.
Okay, well, there was a rabbit the other day. What else have we seen in there?
Fish?
I don't know.
Any interesting fish? That's what I'm
No,
looking
I don't think anyone's ever posted any pictures of a fish.
Oh, too bad.
But yeah, I don't know. Discord's just it's just a casual social hangout for me. My channel is just a casual social hangout.
So I think there's a few different experiences here because Dan, it's casual there. I know mine is for subscribers on Twitch and Patreon people only to keep out the riffraff from the children. And then Nick has a public Discord, but then there's also the brick building community Discord. So that's two separate things.
And April's Discord is it's another casual hangout, really, isn't it?
Right.
So
And then
it's
Kirk,
basically like outside of streams to kind of chat with people when you're not streaming.
Yeah, if they want to. I don't generally chat with a lot of people, but there is an avenue there if people do want to chat or just post stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
yeah, it can act as like a way to have like an inclusive sort of community if you want that. I use it on like my Patreon section for people to get like the Minecraft realm code and other areas too. So it's like a hub for that sort of a thing. I have a section all for gaming. I got a section for the mom squad. So if they want to talk, they can, and they do. I got a bunch
that's the spicy corner of the internet that I need to be in. The Bricks O'Brien mom squad.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a mental health channel in mine as well because I have suffered from mental health issues over the years. So it's closed so that it is semi-private, but anybody who wants to be in the mental health, who genuinely wants to be in there and has genuine intent, is welcome in the mental health. And it's a good little support network of people that kind of know and feel comfortable with each other.
That's cool. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and there's a section in my Discord. Let's see, what's it called? It's called Makeup, Crochet, and Plants. And so all of those three.
This is in your Discord?
Yeah. Yeah. And so in that section, I needed like some moisturizer for my hands, and I'm like, hey, what do I use? And then we all just spouted off just about. I'm not kidding.
I love it.
This stuff. Works good.
All the moms in the chat are saying that I would be traumatized in the mom squad chat, that I couldn't handle it. They're not family friendly enough for me.
So my Discord is family friendly. You can't. There's a censor bot on there where you can't swear. You can't even get close to it. It'll be like, no, you can't do it. So I got the bot. You can pay for a premium version of it in order to have some channels not be family friendly, like to modify it specifically. So I think it was Deanna who paid for a year's worth of the censor bot to be deactivated in the mom squad section so they could swear. So I'm like, all right, sure. So they have fun. Only moms can access it though. It's no one else.
That really tells me everything I need to know about her, I feel like.
Yeah, so Deanna did that. But yeah. It's a place, it's fun, but most people just mute the whole server. I mean, I don't because I keep track of stuff, but you mute an entire Discord server for the most part, because otherwise you'll get messages constantly from people about every single little post ever. It's way overwhelming.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially people that stream on Amazon in the middle of the freaking night. Jeez.
Middle of the night for you.
Well, this is true.
You're welcome to turn off whatever notifications you like, Dan. You know how to do
No,
it.
you have to keep them all on.
Must be 100% in the know.
Got to get that bread, okay?
Absolutely.
I'm still confused how the Amazon streams differ from what you do on Twitch.
Yeah, I was just segueing into another avenue for you to share
I gotta
about, Nick.
talk about it, guys. Come on.
Oh, man, trying to do my part
beat
here.
this bread. Amazon streams are really like live infomercials, if I were to pick a way to describe them.
Gotcha.
Like QVC, only on Amazon?
I guess so. I mean, it's just like, the streamer can choose to highlight up to 40 products of their choice and then arguably live stream themselves talking about those products, highlighting them, going over them, demoing them. Yeah.
Do you always are like, oh, but wait, there's more.
And you
If
get
buy
like
this, you
I
get
do
5 free steak
like
knives.
key segments sometimes, yes.
Yeah.
so you get like affiliate money from this, or what?
Yeah,
what is
there
your
is
goal
like
with doing
standard
this?
Amazon commission available, and then
Okay.
there is stuff beyond that I can't go into detail.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. That's okay.
That same NDA he signed is the same NDA that says I can't talk about Peach's Castle. Oh, oops. I guess I can't.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie. I got to dress as Peach next week. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Get ready.
Oh, back around to that.
Dan,
Does
it's
anyone
okay
else
that
feel
other
like we're-
people are interested in things you're not interested, Dan. It's okay. I mean, if it was up to me, we'd talk about World War II tanks on the stream the whole time, but no one else wants to. So what do? I sit here and listen
I'm
to you
down
guys
with
talk
that.
about Mario.
We
Oh,
can talk
boy.
about some World War II tanks. I'm down with that.
Hey, Dan, you want to talk about trains that you're not going to get in 2021? How about that? You want to talk about those? Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm happy with my bird of paradise.
Boy.
It sits on the coffee table out in the lounge there.
Wait, isn't that the flower?
It flaps in the breeze. It does. That was something that Chris McVeigh was proud of, is that it, with a little bit of breeze, it sort of waves a little bit, and has a bit of movement to it, a little bit of life to it. And we have a gas fire that has a fan built into it as well. So when the fan comes on, the flowers just there moving in the breeze. I don't know what you guys were thinking, Lindsay. Jeez, I know where your heads are at. Man, you lot. Man, we are really scratching for content today, aren't we?
But I think that's probably going to be the last time that Brian tells you that there's trains coming when there actually is not. After the devastation.
That's the secret, kids. When you hear people stop talking about things, that's a subtle hint.
Yep.
So we're getting Peach's Castle. We're getting a UCS exit sign with a light up brick in it. What else are we getting? We're getting
That's so true, though. If Brian like just stopped ever bringing up Peach's Castle, that's the truest sign that it was coming.
You know,
Oh boy.
that'd be crazy. We shall see.
That's why I've got to keep it a total surprise and not tell you when it's on its way to you. So then
Yeah,
you
don't
can't
tell
give it
me.
away. Yeah, then
Don't
otherwise
tell
you're gonna have to give it away to people.
Right. Yeah. No, I would fully want to not know about it existing and it just appears. And, you know, so sometimes I open stuff on camera, like I'll record it just if I don't know what it is, I'll be like, oh, what is this? But, yeah.
And you didn't send me the look of disappointment when those minion sets arrived.
Yeah.
It
Well,
looked- in all honesty, it doesn't really matter how bad a set or a theme is or how bad you think it is. At the end of the day, you take it out of the box, you throw away the box, you put the instructions in a drawer somewhere, and then you're just left with Lego pieces that you can make whatever you want with.
right.
You know, there is always light at the end of every tunnel.
Don't talk
Doesn't matter
logically
whether
like
it's
that.
okay. Sorry, my bad.
Nobody wants more logic.
Making so much sense.
I'll
using
just go back
pieces
to
for other
being
things.
sarcastic, Dan. The sarcastic Dan. The Dan sarcastic. The Dan. The Dan. I don't know.
It's like the
Sarcastic
Jane.
done.
The sarcastic.
So you gotta have more coffee, Dan.
Oh man.
Boy.
Man, oh man, oh man. Sardanstic.
Sarcastodon. That sounds like a Pokemon.
Oh, Sarcastidan. I could go with that. It sounds kind of Italian as well. Sarcastidan. Ha ha! Prepare to die. It is Sarcastidan. Wow. I could just make the S symbol instead of the Z, you know? Yeah. Sarcastidan. I like that. That might stick,
Actually-
you know.
That coffee really worked some magic today.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hang on, I've got a little sword here too. Ha ha! On guard, it is Sarcastidan. Gonna get the S thing going on.
You gotta have that be one of your Twitch emotes.
Sarcastidan.
Hey, I'm telling you, April's B scepter needs to be an emote. I'll keep saying it until it happens. In that same vein.
Yeah, it also needs to be the ban hammer as well. And glue it up so that when you ban someone, you just like get the scepter out and whoa, boom.
Yup.
Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Sarcastidan sounds like someone who would steal your girlfriend with this body. Not freaking likely, buddy. Jesus. Your girlfriends are safe with me. Trust me.
What? What on earth?
Your donuts. Now you need to watch them. But your girlfriends, you're good.
We're just gonna put Dan full screen for the rest of the stream and let him handle this.
Oh man.
All right.
You want Dan's coffee? It wasn't Brixo Brew.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
That's awesome.
You need to extend the ice a little bit further, but this was a special viewer build request from last week, I think. I remember correctly. To do Olaf riding Sven in the snow.
You realize that Sven's going to get a little moist underneath Olaf when he melts, right?
That's not my problem, Dan. I don't live in magical fairy world.
That's
But
awesome.
Olaf is magical. He's not gonna melt.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cute.
How much progress you got on that build, Joshua?
I'm almost done with the step I'm on right now. Here's
Wow.
where I'm at.
Yeah, Brian's thinking not enough. He's like, oh, it's going to take a while. I need to get this hurried up.
I'll try to build quicker so that we can keep Dan under control before it goes off the rails.
Can we just finish up at the end of the bag? Come on, please.
Hey, I vibe with whatever, you know. I'm all good.
Oh man.
Kirk has a McFly cosplay going on. Yes, he does.
I'm just, just listening. I'm also scrolling on my phone. I kind of got a bit of a disappointment on my phone when I saw that they're making another Transformers movie that's going with the whole sort of I believe it's going with the same style of like the Michael Bay films, and that's
It'll come out in 7 years, anyways.
Awesome.
they
That's
have a
awesome.
whole they have a whole title and everything now. It's called Rise of the Beast. It's like taking inspiration from Beast Wars. It's a whole thing going on.
To be fair, the Michael Bay Transformers films are literary masterpieces, so that's awesome news. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Made
Dan
my day.
would think that one, Nee.
Well, here's the thing. I grew up watching them. I have seen, I believe I've seen all of them up to, what was the more recent one? Not Bumblebee. That's not Michael Bay. The last one he did.
Yeah.
The Last Night. No, Michael Bay didn't make Bumblebee. That was
the
a
last
different
Michael Bay one, right?
Yeah, was the Last Night.
Yep.
So I've seen up to that, but I think if it was me, I think my favorite one was probably the first, if anything. And then if we're going into like sequels, I don't think I really cared for Dark Side of the Moon. I think I cared more for like maybe Revenge of the Fallen, but that was about it. But that was it. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. I think Bumblebee was like a fresh take on the franchise, though. Like live action.
And my Bumblebee.
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
It wasn't
But
like
those Ospreys,
but
though.
it's like a enjoyable show watch. You know?
Wait, what'd you say, Dan?
I said
was like
those
a
Ospreys, though.
Oh, sorry, Dan.
They made the Ospreys famous.
I
Brilliant.
see.
Love it. Mhm.
And that's why Lego tried to turn it into a set. It was all based on Transformers this whole time.
It was indeed.
Oh boy.
No, I actually wasn't even being sarcastic. I was a reasonably fan of the Transformers movies.
Gotcha. There
I
are
just like
some
them for what they are.
aspects.
You just switch off and watch it and enjoy it for what it is, and then go, "Oh my god, that was so cheesy," but I loved it.
Yep, I'm with you there.
Yeah,
Dan.
no, yeah, I get it. Get it 100%.
I had a G1 Optimus Prime when I was a kid. My mum bought it back from Australia, I think. And I
nice.
ended up, I kept it right up until probably 10 years ago, 15 years ago or so. I sold it. Sold it for pretty good money too. It was still in the box and everything. It was played with. It was used, but the box was in reasonably good condition or fair condition. And I sold it for several $100s 15 years ago or so. Hate to think what it'd be worth now. Original G1 Optimus Prime with the big transforming trailer as well. It was wicked.
Brandon in the
That's usually how
chat.
it goes. What happened?
Brandon in the chat says, "Did anyone see Mattel made large size Hot Wheels Mega Construct sets?" And this talk of Transformers too, kind of jogged my head. I'm like, you know what would be a kind of a cool, weird movie, kind of in the same vein as Speed Racer? If they did a Hot Wheels movie, that'd be kind of sick. If you have if you make it super cartoony, like Speed Racer, sort of, that'd be sick.
I get it. I wouldn't put it past them if they've already like made plans on that. I mean, they literally just. I don't know where this movie is in development. Don't really care about it that much, but they literally decided to make a horror movie based on the 8-Ball.
On the what?
It's supposed to come out on the 8-Ball. On the 8-Ball. And it's supposed to come out at some point. I think it's being produced by Blumhouse or something like that. It's Hollywood is always thinking of something stupid, and it's just like, why? Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
8-Ball?
The 8-Ball. It's supposed to be some movie. I saw it somewhere, and I think it's been brought up like every so often that this is supposed to be a thing at some point.
It's really
Makes
not
sense.
surprising if it's Blumhouse. They make all
Yeah.
sorts of really, really bad
I mean,
horror
they
movies.
just made Fantasy Island. Like they took a show that I'm sure was very, very nice, and then they wanted to take it to the next level, and it's just like, just leave it alone. Just be original. It's very lacking these days. I don't know. It's why I spend most of my time watching more older stuff than newer stuff. It's
I like how you said these days, like you're 80 years old, Kirk.
I know.
Back in my day when movies were on DVD.
Oh boy.
Kirk, did I finally get you to stop collecting DVDs like a 70-year-old person?
Okay, so here's the thing. I haven't picked up any recent movies. I've been eyeing movies, but I have so don't judge me on one of these because one of them wasn't really for me, but he apparently just like decided that he didn't want to watch it, so I'm just like, I'll put it on my shelf.
Did he get Fletch on Laserdisc?
No. I got shoot, what did I just drop? Okay, hold on. So here's what I've added to my collection since we've last spoken. So the last time I showed you guys, it was yes, no, he's talking about my massive DVD collection that I took pride and joy in, and he humiliated me for it because I still collected DVDs for the longest, and it's only because I don't have a Blu-ray player. I swear.
They're $30.
I still haven't done it yet. I'm saving up for other important things. I will get. Here's the plan.
Action figures? What?
No. Here's the plan. The plan is if I'm gonna get a Blu-ray player, I'd rather it be with a console, say the PS5 or Xbox system. This way, I can bundle it in instead of just getting two separate things. It's like at least I can watch a movie and then still game at the same time. That's what I used to do when I had my Xbox One S instead of getting a different device. Anyway, that's besides the point.
Can you though?
What?
Can you game and watch a movie at the same time?
Well, you can't. Well, you can't do it at the same time.
Kirk, you're trying to
Dan.
You're trying to justify spending the money on a $500 gaming console and not a $30 Blu-ray player to watch high definition movies. Do you understand what you're saying right now?
Here's the thing. You got Spider-Man.
That sounds like something I would say.
You have Spider-Man, you have Spider-Man Miles Morales. I really want to play those games. I'm pretty sold on it being the PS5 and not Xbox because everything that's on Xbox can be played on PC.
It's on PC. Yeah.
So I'd rather just get the PS5. This way I'll be able to play those games finally. And then if I want to sit back, relax, watch a movie in Blu-ray, I can do that. Anyhow, last time I spoke on my Blu-ray collection that I started building up, it was Now You See Me 1, because I actually enjoy these movies. Don't judge. I enjoy these movies for what they are. The sequels, it's not the best, but the first one, I enjoy the concept.
And now we're going to go to France in a bank.
It's
the money through the vent.
It's still a weird movie, but I love the first one. The second one, I just think it wasn't there for me. But I still got the second one because it's like, you know what? Might as well get it this way. I have it.
I'm gonna get this garbage movie and keep it on my shelf.
John Wick chapters 1 through 3, which it's very silly to get this, and I didn't think about this at the time, but you know what? It's probably going to be some time before we see the fourth movie. But I'll just get chapters 1 through 3. Hold me over. In the meantime, then see, I didn't think when I did this. I think each one I didn't think about it. It was just one of those things like, you know what? I got to start building the collection. And you know what? If I have to get one separate, it's fine. I didn't realize that Predator has a bundle with all 4 movies that is like $20, and I did not notice that. So I got the first movie and not the bundle. Yay! I could have got Blu-ray and digital for all the movies, and I got just one. Didn't realize that. And then, like I said, this is not really mine. This is not mine. I swear it's not mine. It is my brother's, and I got it for him. And then he decided that he didn't want to watch it, and so now it's on my shelf. It's a fun movie to watch, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it is fun. It's a fun experience, I would say.
Dan, you got an update for us?
But yeah.
Meanwhile, over on Twitch, Wisconsin Lego was gifted 3,000 biddies beyond the brick by that man, a Blu-ray player. P.S. Get a 5K bid emote while you're at it.
So 3,000 bits is like $30.
Oh, well, thank you.
Just enough for
Well,
a Blu-ray player for Kirk.
I guess we need to buy Kirk a Blu-ray player.
You need to put that
boy.
$30 towards his PS5. I'm down with Kirk on that theory and that logic. That's what I would do
save up
too.
the
Yeah.
money. Which
Why would you
rather-
get a Blu-ray player for $30 and then eventually get a PS5 and then you've got two pieces of equipment taking up the space that you just don't
And then
need?
it's like, oh, you could sell it, but then you're not gonna get back.
Well,
that
if you
money
could
that
sell your
paid on.
$30 Blu-ray player, you're lucky if you're going to get $15 back. Then you've lost $15 that you could have put into the PS5 in the first place.
Dan,
You know,
he's gonna get the PlayStation 5 is not going to be available again until Kirk is 35 years old.
Dan sounds like he's talking to like his 8-year-old son right now. He's like, so you buy this.
Oh boy.
Look, I'm literally the worst person to talk
What-
about with money. Eh? You know,
Let's
my wife
see.
will attest to this. You know, it's like, hey, you know, what did you get up to today? Oh, I just bought this $500 Lego set. Oh, what money did you use? Oh, no, money in our bank account. Oh, that was for our mortgage. Oh,
Oh,
oh, I'll sell some other Lego. Never happens.
I don't like the look of this. No. $1,229.95 for the PS5
No.
bundle from Newegg? No, thank
No.
you. No, thank
Okay,
you.
mate, just get
No.
your $30. Just get your
You know what?
$30
We might
Blu-ray
as well
player.
we might as well just get the Blu-ray and just wait.
Yeah,
just
do that.
Oh, boy.
Just pretend to
That
play
rate-
PlayStation.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just
Boot up your Blu-ray player and act like you're playing Spider-Man.
That's the one.
Oh boy.
Download
Oh,
the
boy.
startup screen. Just play that over and over and over again.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
man.
use
that's
the
status. You got that
startup
prepared.
tone as your
That's just the
text tone.
A friend of mine was actually dumb enough to slide a quarter in his Xbox and turned it on. He was sent to the. Why would you do that? Oh, kids out there, don't do that. No, don't do that. No. Why? No.
Why was
You-
he
you
sent
put-
to the hospital? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Well,
It
it
sounds like it
electrocuted?
shot it back out, but my kids put a couple dimes in our PS3 and it didn't shoot back out. It just made a really terrible noise until I opened up the PlayStation and took out the dime.
Yeah.
They think it's like an arcade machine.
Oh
Mommy,
boy.
does this make the games work?
I don't know. So I have enough stress dealing with the kids in the chat. I don't know how I'd feel if my kids like put like money into my Switch and we're like, hey, let's make it work.
Oh,
Wait a while to
I
have
didn't-
kids, Brian.
I didn't tell you guys this. I didn't tell you guys this. I can't use my Switch at the moment. And the reason I can't use it is because at some point, my brother, who constantly harasses me for my Switch, when I first got it, I was like, you know what? I'm not letting him take it because I know how he gets with my stuff. And then eventually my mom was like, well, you have to share. You have to do this. You have to do that. And so I'm like, okay, fine. I'll let him enjoy it for what it is. Until the day that he deleted my Breath of the Wild save, and I never touched that game since. And then I'm just like, okay, you know what? Don't touch Breath of the Wild. You can play, Mario Kart 8. You can do all that. The other day, I go to my Switch to actually kind of play a game for the first time in a while. And I take the Joy-Con off, and I'm trying to slide it back on. I'm realizing that it's stiff. I didn't realize until I took it off, and then I looked inside, and I saw that the pins were bent. I had to send it out to Nintendo now. So now I can't use my Switch, and I don't know if it's going to count as me being the one that has it like that way, or if they're going to allow it and say we'll repair it, because it's still technically under warranty. So that's what I'm hoping. So
I feel your pain, I can't
Well-
play my Nintendo Switch either.
yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Because
I
I
don't
don't
have
have
one.
one.
Fuck you, bro.
Jeez. Whoa.
Oh, that's it. I'm out.
We need to end the stream now anyway.
Dang it. All right.
Oh boy.
We just call that taking the out of you, Dan. That's what that is. What's that term? Whatever.
Well, it's been
That's
a good stream today, everyone.
It was.
Sorry.
It was a good one.
Yep.
Sorry,
Really
Josh.
started off on a high note with that Luigi stuff, and then it kind of went downhill from there.
Oh boy.
What do you have to show us, Nick?
I just attached him on there, added a couple more details. I think it looks a little more fleshed out now. So.
Mhm.
And
I
there's
like
just Disney happiness here. No bad
Yes.
word.
Disney appropriate.
Very wholesome. I know my project for today is going to be the Luigi stuff. Probably going to make a video on that, get that to Beyond the Brick, hopefully by tonight, and that'll be spicy. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But
Got to
Yeah.
practice for the big tournament this weekend.
pickleball, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be good.
I was going to hang my head in shame for letting the team down again.
As you should,
It's-
Dan.
It's been so many weeks.
I'm gonna go remove some email addresses from the invite list for next week.
Ooh.
That's okay. We'll replace you with Jang. That's fine.
That's true.
It's all good.
Well, thanks everyone for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Farewell.